Bob Denier will be leading it off. Against the defense that shows Denny on the mound, Virgil catching. Infield first around to third, Oliver, Samwell, Jelson, Schmidt. Outfield left to right of Stone, Hayes, and Russell. We're all set to go. Milo Hamilton and Lou Boudreau hoping you're going to enjoy it with us on Cubs Radio today on your last holiday of the season. Here's the first pitch. Strike called, and we're underway. Bruce Fleming calling the balls and strikes. Bob Davidson at first, Jim Quick at second, crew chief John Kibler at third. Denny's pitch shows bunt, takes it low outside a ball. Blake Cullen from the National League office dropping by, and I know a lot of his friends in Chicago would like to hear his soothing, authoritative voice. Swing and a smash down the left field line. You know that's 2 for Bobby. Denier will scoot into second. Ball caroms around and left. Stone throws it into the shortstop, and it's a leadoff double for Bobby Denier. That's the way to get it going here in this big game. 20 doubles for Denier. Sandberg will be stepping in. Blake, first of all, good to see you.
Well, thank you, Milo. It's really nice. We're getting down to this really serious part of the season now, so I bet you guys are having a lot of fun with this ball club.
Well, we really are. I hope that all the clouds have gone by and the static is over, and when things are settled and the Cubs, we hope, win it, and everybody's ready for playoffs and World Series the way it's been determined.
Well, it is finally settled, and I think that's the most important thing.
Here's Sandberg having a marvelous year. 324 average, bounces one to the mound. A leaping Denny grabs, looks Denier back, throws to first. One away, a fine play by Denny.
Yeah, very fine. He had to leap for that ball, and then immediately knew what he was supposed to do. He turned around to hold Denier at second base. We'll probably visit with Mr. Cullen in New York this weekend.
Oh, I hope he's going to be there.
Oh, I wouldn't miss that series. I shall be there.
Well, it's going to be a big one, of course, but first things first, nobody knows it better than the Cubs right here today.
Well, that's right. I said before, I think it's so much different than it was our last big year in '69. It's a whole different atmosphere. So, but you do have to, what's the cliche? Just one at a time. That really is the only way you can go.
All right, Blake, here is Gary Matthews. What a last month he has had with big hits. There's a high foul over to the right side, out of play. Blake, look forward to seeing you at Shea Stadium.
Yes,
Thanks for dropping by. And Pinky says, take care of yourself. All right.
Always nice to see Blake around.
All right, the leadoff double has Denier at second. Sandberg hit a high chop to the mound, and Denny made an excellent leaping catch to throw him out. Matthews hitting .295, swinging, top roll up third base side. Schmidt in, bare hands, throws, and just did get him. Well, I don't know if Oliver kept his foot on the bag or not.
I don't either. Very close. And Vukovic did not argue on the play, so great plays on both ends of that tap ball down the third base line as Smith came in and even on a high hop, grabbed it barehanded and threw immediately to Oliver. Oliver just kept his toe on the bag to make the catch.
Boy, that ball on AstroTurf took a turn toward the line, necessitating Schmidt grabbing barehanded and then had to throw in one motion. Denier, of course, moving over to third. Low inside the pitch to Durham. The Bull hitting .292, 21 homers, 83 runs, batted in. Durham has 2 of his home runs against this club. Strike called. Breaking ball, inside corner between the knees and the belt. Oh, what a beautiful day here, Lou. This is fabulous for this game.
Great. Hope we can get Denier in.
Top foul over to the right side. Denny is a craftsman, isn't he?
Oh, yes. Well, he made Sandberg tap one back to him, and Sandberg can hit that ball to the right side of the diamond the best with anybody in the league.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Denny glances to third. Full windup, pitch on the way. Wasted one away from Durham, and it is 2-2.
It hasn't been many ball games that when Denier opens up with a base hit or gets on base that he hasn't scored.
That's right. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big breaking ball. Struck him out.
Beautiful pitch. He let up on that curveball, and it broke sharply down and in to Durham.
Leadoff double did not blossom. We played a half an inning. Cubs scoreless with 1 hit. The Phillies are just now coming into bat. Rick Sutcliffe getting in the warm-up tosses. His battery mate today, as you would expect, Jody Davis. On the infield, Leon Durham at first. Ryan Sandberg at second. The shortstop, Larry Boa. Ron Sayes at third. In the Cub outfield, Bob Denier in center, flanked by Keith Moreland in right. Gary Matthews in left. Coaches in place for Paul Owens. Darren Johnson at first. Davey Bristol is at third. Now, these two pitchers are not altogether different. They've got a pretty similar approach to the game, and I'm talking about Sutcliffe and Denny.
Yes, one already a Cy Young winner, and this one, Rick Sutcliffe, hoping to get that Cy Young award. I would think that Sutcliffe is a little faster than Denny, and Denny has more break on his curveball than Sutcliffe. He also lets up on it more than Sutcliffe. But two great pitchers on the mound. They both know their job very well.
All right, here is Juan Samuel hitting .284, having an outstanding rookie year, 10 homers, 59 runs batted in, low outside with a breaking ball, and leads the majors in stolen bases with 66. He has 3 of those 10 homers against the Cubs. He has hurt us with his bat, but more than once he has helped us with his glove. But they say since the All-Star break, he's a much improved second baseman. We'll have 2 days to find out here. The pitch to him. Fastball up and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Stone due up next. Each time we played them this year, he's been hurt, so he'll bat against the Cubs for the first time this year, and he's on deck at the moment. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's a strike, a little of the outside corner at the knees, and it's 2-1. Hayes on deck. Hayes has made a living off the Cub pitching staff this year, and he's the 3rd hitter due in the inning. Sutcliffe ready. They play Samuel just about straight away. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a foul way up to the right. Comes level with him at 2-2. This is a hitter's park. You'd have loved this.
Yes, indeed. Balls carry very well here.
And good dimensions for a hitter. 330 to the foul poles, only 371 to the power alleys, and 408 to center.
And while we're on that power subject, we can announce that Jody Davis defeated Mike Smith in the home run hitting contest prior to the game.
The Gatorade Superama, Homerama, or whatever it is, hit him on the fist and popped him up. So Jody's taken another step towards some of those megabucks.
I think that was one of the semifinals.
Yeah, and who could be pulling for him more than John Vukovic, the guy who pitches for him in those contests?
And now.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 5th National League rookie to ever reach double figures in steals, homers, triples, and doubles. That underlines what we said when he stepped in, having a marvelous rookie year. Here's the pitch. Big breaking pitch. Oh, talk about... Hey, that was almost a Stoddard Snapdragon, wasn't it?
It was. Fast breaking curveball.
So 1 up and 1 away via the strikeout route, and here is Jeff Stone, the left fielder. Hitting .356 in limited play. He's been hurt a lot. 1 homer, 9 RBIs. They say he can run with anybody. Boy, if he could make it and be up at the top with Samuel and Hayes as he is in this order today. Whew. That's a lot of speed from 3 guys in a row, I'll tell you. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit him on the fist, popped him foul up here to the left. Another thing about Sutcliffe, they say if you're going to win, you got to have the guts to pitch inside. Hey, he's got it.
Oh, and how he has it.
No balls and a strike. Hayes has moved on deck. We're in the 1st inning. You're joining us a little late. The Cubs got a leadoff double from Denier, but then Denny really pitched great to Sandberg, Matthews, and Durham. And Denier was left at 3rd. Here's the pitch. Strike called over the outside corner with a fastball. Stone batting left-handed against the right-hand slants of Sutcliffe. Rick Russell doing some work in the bullpen. That's just a chance to do some work here today. Here's the pitch. Way low inside. And it's 1-2. Remember, we play here again tomorrow night, then move on to Montreal for 2 night games. New York, Friday night, Saturday night. Unusual this time of the year that you have a Saturday night game, but it will be that way this Saturday at New York. Finish up the last long road trip of the year Sunday. Be home a week from today. From now on, it's the Eastern Division only for the Cubs. Wrapped it up with a flourish against Atlanta, didn't they, as they took 3 out of 4. Sutcliffe nodding agreement after shaking off the first sign. Here's the pitch. Strike called over the outside corner between the knees and the belt. Oh, he burned off. If the outside of that plate wasn't black, it is now.
Well, it certainly is, and that's what I mean. He knows the art of pitching. Now, he went inside on the pitch before the last to keep him back away from the plate, and he did it for a purpose. Then he went on the outside corner with another fastball.
And you talk about him knowing and thinking. Jody might have called for another pitch, but he shook him off. And then got through the pitch that he had the confidence in.
He pitches his own game. He'll go along with Jody if they think alike.
Here's Von Hayes. Check swing foul. And he is hitting .308 with 14 homers, 57 runs batted in, 38 stolen bases. A healthy Von Hayes has shown this club and these fans why they traded for him.
This is right. He has ability.
Big, lanky outfielder. You got to be careful with him. He can jerk it out of the park. If he gets on, he can run. He's a good outfielder. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ran it up and in on him and had to back away, and it hit his bat.
Well, this inning on the first three hitters, Sutcliffe has really pitched in on their fist with that good fastball.
At good location with everything he's thrown.
Yes, this is to set them up for the fourth, fifth, sixth, and later on in the ball game, because he'll lose that extra fastball at that time. But they will remember how he pitched to them first time at bat.
Here's the pitch. Low a ball, and it's 1-2. Hayes has hit safely in 10 out of his last 12. And in our first 14 games with this club, he has had 20 hits. And in our first 14 games with this club, he has had 20 hits. 4 of them home runs, and he's a .385 hitter against Cubs pitching. Here's the pitch on the way. Bounced it up there, and it's 2-2.
You see, Marlo, hitters have a little black book in their mind when they go up there and face a pitcher and really realize how he pitched to them the first time at bat. Whereas the catcher and the pitcher.
Sutcliffe ready, and the 2-2 pitch. Low inside with a breaking ball. He's gone full. There's been a lot of home runs hit by these two clubs in the first 14 games. The Phillies have hit 16, had hit 16 hit against them, and they've hit 19 against the Cubs. 35 homers in 14 games. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. He struck out the side.
On a breaking pitch, 3-2, so it's almost like a World Series game, the way Sutcliffe pitched that first inning.
We have played an inning. Cubs nothing, Phillies nothing. Keith Moreland leads off the second. Moreland has hit very well against the Phillies. Swinging, bouncer third. Great big hop for Schmidt. Fires on to Oliver. 1 up and 1 away on 1 pitch. So Moreland, entering the game hitting .288, goes after the first pitch in the second inning. Bounces out to Schmidt at third. That'll bring up Ron Say. You got 2 fellows in a row with 4 homers apiece against Philly. Moreland and Say. Say hitting .232. 23 homers to lead the club. Second to Jody in RBIs with 84. Say's gotten good mileage out of a .225 average against the Phillies. 4 of his 9 hits are homers, and he's driven in 7 runs. Off-speed breaking pitch backs him off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes to the Penguin. Jody Davis due up next. The pitch by Denny. Breaking ball down and away. And it goes 2-0 to Ron Say. We're in the second inning, no score. 1 hit belongs to the Cubs. It was a leadoff double by Bob Denier. Say stepping out on Denny. He'll make a pitcher wait probably more than anybody in our lineup. Here's the pitch. And a ball low with a fastball. He missed with 2 breaking balls and missed with a fastball. Now in this part, I gotta believe Say's got a green light.
Yes, well, Fry is that type of a manager. He'll let his hitters go after it.
High fastball got a call.
Looked like he was wanted to swing, but he just couldn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Well, it was a little high. Probably wasn't in a zone where he makes it be on a 3-0.
That's the main thing if you're given the green light on a 3-0 pitch.
Swinging, high fly ball, deep left center. He's back, looks up, it is gone. A home run. Labor Day, Penguin power by Say, and it is 1-2-0.
Let me tell you, that ball carried well, hit high on that screen back of that ball was hit over 400 feet, Milo. That's number 275 of his career. 85 RBI. That's the 10th hit home run hit off Denny.
So the Penguin ties Jody in the RBI column to lead the club. Denny fell behind 3-1 and paid for it. First pitch to Jody is a ball. So Jody's fresh off winning the home run hitters contest against Schmidt before the game. And boy, did he hit some Ruthian clouds here. Low outside a ball, 1-1. Jody hitting .258, 18 homers, 85 runs batted in, and here's the pitch. Swinging, high bouncer third. Schmidt comes in, grabs, fires. Oliver backs off the bag as the throw was a little high. It's 2 down and brings up Boa. For Say, it was his 5th home run against Philadelphia pitching. I'll say it again. That's good mileage. He's had 10 hits against them and half of them out of the park.
Well, that's good mileage on the entire league this year, Marlo, with the average compared to RBIs and home runs.
That's the second the Cubs have hit off Denny, and Say owns them both. There's a strike to Boa, and it's 1-1. Boa batting .209, no homers, 16 runs batted in. Batting 8th. Batting left-handed against the right-hander, Denny. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2 balls and a strike. Cubs have now hit 17 homers against the Phillies.
Let's hope Say can hit one in every series on this road trip, or more.
Bouncer right to second. Samuel lets it come to him, and a big bounce throws got him. Side retired. Cubs get a run on a hit. A long, towering home run to deep left center by Say. No errors. Nobody left. Middle of the second. 1-0 Chicago. We got to the bottom of the second. Milo Hamilton with Lou Boudreau from the vet in Philly, and Mike Schmidt steps in. Schmidt has been nursing a hamstring for about 10 days. But consistency with his bat, because in the last 15 games, he's hit safely in 13 of them. Here's the pitch to him, and it is a breaking ball for a strike call, a sharp breaking pitch. Schmidt hitting .278, 28 homers, 91 runs batted in. 2 of the home runs against the Cubs. Hit 1 off Smith. Hit 2 off Smith. He has owned Lee Smith. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball way low outside. Evens the count, 1-1. Schmidt has hit 61 career homers against the Cubs. 21 of them here. 40 at Wrigley. Schmidt stepping back on Sutcliffe a moment. Sutcliffe out there with a 1-0 lead thanks to his third baseman, Ron Say. Here's the 1-1 on the way to Schmidt. Low outside. 2 balls and a strike. The Cubs are down to the Phillies for the year. 6-8, but most of that because they lost a 4-game series at Wrigley. Here at the vet, they're ahead of them. 4-3. 2 balls and a strike. Sutcliffe delivers. Did he or didn't he? Jody wants an ass. And the first base umpire rings him up. Fleming waited a little while on that appeal.
Glad Jody reminded him to look down to first base. And he asked for the appeal.
That's right. And remember, it doesn't do any good for the catcher to ask. The plate umpire has to oblige him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The call upset Schmidt a little. So he just digs in a little deeper with that back foot. He is dug in so deep you can barely see his right shoe. Here's the pitch. Swinging, fly ball right field. Falling back. And grabs it on the warning track. Schmidt will scare you to death. I don't care what he's hitting.
Yeah, he has power. He to all fields.
Well, some smart aleck on their bench is saying, well, we're getting to him. He struck out the side in the first. Here's Al Oliver. When he was with the Giants this year, he only played in half of their games against the Cubs. Some due to injury, some due to a little conflict with Frank Robinson after he announced he wanted to be traded, so we didn't see him for a couple of series. 6 for 24 as a Giant this year against Cubs pitching, 3 RBIs. Left-hand batter hitting .301. A strike. The oddity of Oliver is, you would think accidentally he would have hit one out of somewhere. He has no home run. 43 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a bouncer off of an instep. It rolls down the first base side. Durham steps on the bag, but both umpires, the one at the plate Fleming and the one at first, Bob Davidson, say, oh, hit it off of a foot. Oliver was a star with the Pirates for a number of years, had some big years with the Rangers, went up to Montreal, then to the Giants. to the last 2 or 3 years, that suitcase has picked up some labels.
Yes, it has. I think that he was definitely pouting in San Francisco because Robinson didn't play him when he thought he should be playing.
Well, he wants 3,000 hits, and he knew he wasn't going to get them if he sat on the bench or only played against right-hand pitching. Here's the 0-2 from Sutcliffe to Oliver. Swing and a miss. Boy, has he got some bite in that breaking pitch today.
He's firing. Good fastball and a good fast-breaking curveball.
4 strikeouts in the 5 outs that he's recorded. Here's Ozzie Virgil. Just to tell you what I meant about the oddity of him not hitting a home run this year yet, he's got 214 in the big leagues. Had 22 at Montreal in 82. That was his big league high. That hadn't been that long ago. You go from 22 to nothing. That's a real drop-off.
Yes.
Here's Virgil, and a strike called right across the letters. Virgil hitting 266, 18 homers, 61 RBIs. 2 of those homers against the Cubs. Hit one off Eckersley and one off Russell. We owe you a break, and we'll get it in just as soon as we can here. Hey, there's a crossfire that he hasn't shown you before. Let's get the break in a hurry on the WGN Chicago Cubs Baseball Network.
WBNL-FM, Boonville, Indiana. C. Scott McCain or R.H. McCain Incorporated for Magic Chef Residential Heating and Air Conditioning Products. Magic Chef, a name to be reckoned with. Call 897-0346.
Swing and a miss and a curve. He set him up with that delivery before, didn't he?
Yeah, and he has a great curveball early in this ball game. A sharp-breaking curveball with good location.
He's going for his 14th as a Cub and his 18th victory of the year. And we've got a month to go. Here's the 1-2 pitch. There he gave that crossfire again, ran the fastball by the letters.
Beautiful pitch.
5 strikeouts for Sutcliffe in the first 2 innings. Man, oh man, he's showing them everything. We played 2 innings and the Cubs lead 1-0. Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? Cubs are gonna win this game.
Willie hits one high, deep right field. It's Whitney. There's a home run. Home run for Willie Smith, and the Cubs win.
Maybe you know who singled with 2 out to set the stage for Willie Smith's famous home run opening day 1969. If you do, chances are you're a die-hard Cubs fan. This is Jack Brickhouse, and if you've been a loyal Cubs fan for years like I have, maybe this is the year to make it official. Join me and over 27,000 other loyal fans who are members of the official Die Hard Cubs Fan Club. Your membership includes a numbered plastic membership card, a personalized certificate suitable for framing, a fine pewter lapel pin, 2 decals for your home or car, the special Die Hard newsletter, a copy of the Cubs program magazine, special offers and discounts, not to mention a long-deserved pat on the back for all the years you've hung in there. To join, send only $9 check or money order to Die Hard Cubs Fan Club, Post Office Box 522, Prospect Heights, Illinois 60070. Please allow 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. There's no Cubs fan like a die-hard Cubs fan, the kind who might know that it was Randy Hundley who singled with 2 out to set the stage for Willie Smith's famous opening day home run 1969. We go to the 3rd, and Sutcliffe will be leading it off. You know, when the Penguin homered in the 2nd inning, deep to left center, gave him his 24th, the club lead, tied him for last year. So the next one will give him a new high as a Cub. He's got another record going.
He could get his career high as a player, 30. That happened in Los Angeles, I believe it's 77.
That's right. Oh, if he'd have a hot month, he could do it. Here's Sutcliffe batting left-handed, fastball away from Denny, ball 1. Right-hander winding, pitch on the way. Low inside, ball 2. Say's homer the difference right now as we start the 3rd. Say a towering home run, way up on that hitting background, way to deep left center, more to center than left. He's hit to the right side for Sutcliffe, who loves to swing that bat as well as pitch.
He talks about his hitting more than he does his pitching, I'll tell you that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's not a guy who sits back and waits for his turn to pitch either. No. He comes out of that dugout to shake more hands than anybody. And I love it that Wade talks when he's interviewed after he wins. He said, hey, I'm a little embarrassed by all of this. I just happen to be pitching for a doggone good ball club right now. Here's the Denier showing bunt low outside of all. The attitude of this club and the evenness of their thinking, if they lose a game or if they win, and their feeling for their fellow teammates is about as good as any club I've been around.
I think you have to contribute that to the skipper. He's the most even-tempered man I think I've been around.
I'm just going to tell you, that's a reflection of the guy that fills out the lineup card.
Yeah.
Off-speed pitch for a strike, 1-1 to Denier. He led off the game with a double.
Not that he won't tell you off if needed.
Fly ball left field. Left fielder going back. Good speed. Scott Stone gets under it in left center. Fires it into Samwell. Well, we've heard he can run. He showed you he could run right there.
He ran right under that ball into left center.
Boy, he was over there in a flash, wasn't he? He's a blur.
He would have never made the catch.
Neither would Loscano or those other guys they've been playing out there. Wilson might have. There's a strike over the outside corner at the knees to Sandberg. Hope you got in for the leadoff man. Heard the interesting chat between Lou Boudreau and Ryan Sandberg. Off-speed pitch, drops low. Umpire wants to look at it. A ball and a strike. Sandberg also has 4 home runs against this club. 4 for Sandberg, 4 for Moreland, 5 now for Say. Well, not too hard to figure out because when these clubs play each other, no matter which part,
good power.
Both home run parks. Yeah. Both power clubs. They rank 1-2 in the league in homers, too, by the way. So it's not unusual that they'd be banging them against one another, is it? 2 balls and a strike. Off-speed breaking pitch too tight. 3-1 to Sandberg. Sutcliffe looking across. He wants a sign from Zimmer.
With those stats, Milo, it's very difficult on a pitcher. You make one mistake.
That's down low. He walked him. You've got 2 on with 1 out. Sutcliffe will move to second. Sandberg is on with a pass. First one given up by Denny to go with 1 strikeout and brings up Matthews.
In 116 innings now, that is only the 18th bases on balls issued by Denny.
Yep, he gets in around that strike zone. Now the right-hander will be stretching, looking at Matthews. Sutcliffe at second, Sandberg at first, way outside. Ball 1. I'd like to get a couple of more runs off this guy because he's struggling a little bit right now. You've got Matthews, Durham, and Moreland up here with 2 men on and only 1 out. Here's the pitch. Outside again. He's trying to spot that fastball away, and he's missing.
This is what I missed. If you make a mistake, it's a home run. Then he doesn't want to make another mistake.
2 balls, no strikes, up high at all. You know, I was just looking when we got out early today, Lou. Oliver's going to come in and talk to Denny. Upper deck home runs in this park. You know, Matthews has hit 3. We're talking about guys like Lazinski and Schmidt and Stargell. Here's the pitch. Look out. Oh, he got a favorable call on a pitch that looked like it might have been inside. 3-1. He's gone all fastballs here to Matthews, who's going to step out on him now.
Well, he was working quickly, trying to get back in a groove that he was in early.
And Matthews is trying right there to slow him down a bit. 3-1 pitch. Did he? Yes, he did. That's a swinging strike. Full count. First one, he's put a wrinkle into start. That was his slider. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sutcliffe singled. He's at second. Sandberg walked. He's at first. There's the ball, and the bases are loaded for the Bulls. Boy, you got to strike while the iron is out here. Durham struck out swinging on a big breaking pitch in the first inning. Virgil going out to talk to Denny.
You know how this is how things have been breaking for the Cubs in the Cubs' favor. You get 2 walks in an inning, get a base hit, and you get the man that you want at the plate. You couldn't ask for a better man at the plate in this situation than the ball.
Kevin Gross is trotting down toward the Philadelphia bullpen. Paul will be a little quicker with a hook today because he knows he needs to sweep this series to make a dent. Strike call with a fastball at the knees. In other words, there's no sense saving your bullpen for the next series because you're playing the club that you're trying to catch. eventually. Here's the pitch. Strike two. Bull looks back, questioning Fleming.
Now let's go back to the first time at bat. He threw breaking pitches to the Bull. Now he's changed around because, as I mentioned earlier, the Bull was looking for the two curveballs. I think he changed up on him and threw fastball.
And you can't pull the trigger then, can you?
No. Almost past you before you can pull the trigger.
0-2, bases loaded, 1 out. Fly ball could get you a run. Base hit could start you toward an inning. Inside, he pitched him in there again. This time backed him off the plate. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Keith Moreland due up next. Sutcliffe third, Sandberg second, Matthews first.
I'd say get that curveball right now.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Denny ready. Up high. 2-2. You got to be looking for it again.
Absolutely.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Swinging and smashed it foul down the right side.
That was the curveball. But he had a little more speed on that curveball than he did on the prior one that he struck him out in the first inning.
Cubs leading 1-0, trying to add to it with their cleanup hitter batting with the bases loaded. 1 out. 2-2 from Denny. Swinging high bouncer towards second. Second baseman has to leap. Only has 1 play. First base. 2 away. Sutcliffe scores 2-0. Sandberg to third. Matthews to second. That was all Samuel could do with that one.
Yeah, that's all. So Bull got to run in, and he's going to leave it up to Moreland to see if he can score 2 more runs.
RBI for Durham. So Sutcliffe's leadoff single blossoms into a run for him. Moreland bounced to third his first time up. We're in the third inning, leading 2-0. Way outside with an off-speed breaking ball. Sandberg third, Matthews second, first base open. Moreland the hitter. Say, who homered in the second, is on deck. John Denny ready. Reads the sign from Virgil. Glances to third, delivers. Strike called right across the letters. Count is even at a ball and a strike. Cubs have out hit him 3-0, leading the score 2-0. Moreland, closed stance. Here's the pitch. Swinging foul down the right side. And a foul with a net. Talk about being in the right spot.
Boy, he was. His timing was great. Pulled out that net, caromed off of the tarp that's rolled up against the screen there. Made a very fine play.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging, high bouncer, shortstop charges, has it, throws, side retired. Schultz, the shortstop, to Oliver, the first baseman. Cubs get a run on 1 hit, a couple of walks. Durham's bounce out got Sutcliffe home. No errors, 2 left. Middle of the third. Cubs in front at Philadelphia, 2-0.
The voice of the blues. I'm moving you. In your musical car, I'm coming through. In your Jensen speakers, I'm talking true. I'm the sound that moves you. Oh, just my blues, yes, blue as they go. About a mile, they never sound true. When I break through, the loud and clear. It's grabbing in your fist, cause it comes so near. The Jensen speakers never change my tune. It's long in this space, they give me the blues. The saying, the thinking, the praying out loud. Shaking up the crowd, well, shaking up the crowd. Yes, when it's the sound that moves you. Oh, yeah. Listen to your blues on Jensen speakers. They now fit more cars, more places than ever. Jensen, when it's the sound that moves you.
Hello again, everybody. This is Harry Carey. This fall, surround yourself with color by beautifying your home with quality True Test paints. Now value price during fall paint savings at True Value Hardware Store. Get True Test Weatherall flat acrylic latex house paint for only $10.98 a gallon. Or choose True Test Woodsman solid color latex stain for only $9.98 a gallon until September the 9th at participating True Value Hardware Store.
Bottom of the third, Lionel Hamilton with Lou Boudreau. Cubs radio on Labor Day from the vet in Philadelphia. Sutcliffe getting ready to work. He's leading 2-0. He'll be looking at John Russell, the right fielder, who comes in with an 8-game hitting streak. We've never seen this fellow before. He is kind of the Moreland type. When I talked to the Phillies about him, he He was a catcher. Now they think he can play outfield up here. He looks a little like Moreland, too. That type of a body.
He's a pretty good hitter, too, along with like Moreland.
Hitting .388 since coming up. 1 homer, 7 RBIs. Playing right field for them today. And a light-hitting shortstop, Steve Jeltz. They're not sure he can hit big league pitching, but they know he can play shortstop, and he's on deck. Fouled it back. He jammed him. Lou and I would like very much to thank Chuck Wank, who writes a column for a Life newspaper, for his comments about our Cubs radio games. Chuck Wank was very kind, and we really appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. Make those compliments.
Ball low outside. Russell the batter, 1-1 count, a right-hand hitter. Feet close together, pretty much a straightaway stance, right in the middle of the batter's box. Here's the 1-1. Swing, and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sutcliffe leading 2-0. His base hit helped him get the extra run. Say drove in the other one. One ball, 2 strikes. Sutcliffe ready, pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and it's another strikeout. 7 out, 6 of them came.
Man, oh man. Is he firing out there?
So Rick Sutcliffe will now look at shortstop Steve Jeltz, Jeltz. He also played at Portland this year for Lee Elia, as did Russell, the fellow who just struck out. Sutcliffe looking down to get the sign. Denny, the pitcher, on deck. Jeltz batting right-handed, feet close together. Down low a ball. He stands straight up in the batter's box. Does not have a hit since they brought him up. They played some kids yesterday and had some fun and won. They got a guy by the name of Shue that played third base. Schmidt was hit hurt with that hamstring, so they put the shoe on the other foot.
Oh, yes. I got you.
1 ball, 1 strike. Sutcliffe shook off his sign. Now he's ready. Pitch on the way. Strike call. Breaking pitch. 1-2. His breaking pitches are so sharp here today. He's out in front of Jeltz with a 1-2 count. Right-hander ready. Jody drops the fingers. And Sutcliffe kicks and fires. Swinging, bouncer, right side. Sandberg to his left. Big hop. Throws, got him. And it's 2 away in the Philly third. Here's Denny. Denny, in the only game that he pitched against the Cubs this year and was not around for the decision, the Cubs eventually won the game. He batted twice and went 0 for 2. He's had 7 hits. He's driven in a couple of runs. He's a 194 hitter. Stands straight away in the batter's box. Sutcliffe facing his mound opponent, and here's the pitch. Strike called right across the letters, 0-1. Nobody on, 2 away. Cubs got a run in the second on a long home run to deep left center by Say. Added a run in the third. Durham's ground out got Sutcliffe home, who had singled. A little low, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. Hope all the folks in Lawrenceville, Illinois, enjoying Cubs radio on this Labor Day. They listen in Lawrenceville on WAKO. Here's the pitch. Swinging, foul back up above us. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Somebody obviously made quite a play over there. Sutcliffe ready again. Denny waiting on a 1-2 with nobody aboard in front of him and 2 away. Sutcliffe fires. Swinging, bouncer short. Oh, it charges. Great big hop. Oh, it throws. Got him by 2 steps. And it's 3 up and 3 down as Sutcliffe has gone through the order. 9 up and 9 down. So at the end of 3, it's the Cubs in a big series with the Phillies, leading at the vet 2-0.
At White's Painting, perform a touch of magic on your home this summer. Call White's Painting to zap the old drab look of tired colors. Presto! Put new freshness in your home with a professional painting job by White's Painting. Why should you have to hassle with the painting chore when White's Painting can do the job to meet your standards in a snap? For your painting, interior and exterior needs, and wallpapering needs too, call 897-1557. With 15 years of experience, White's Painting.
It's back-to-school saving time at Miller's 5 and 10 on the Square, Boonville. Buy 3 Wright Brothers pens, 44 cents. 3 subject composition books, 74 cents. Ingram electric alarm clocks, $3.97. 24 Crayola crayons, 88 cents. Save on Elmer's glue, children's school bags, everything for back to school. Cannon towels are just $1.68. 5 candy bars per $1. Chick curling wand or curling brush after rebate, you pay only $2.99. And Miller's have old-fashioned wooden baskets, the bushel, half bushel, or peck size, ideal for garden produce, on sale now too. For all your items for back to school, it's Miller's 5 and 10 on the Square, Boonville, open Friday evenings.
Hello again, everybody. From Michael Hamilton, this is Harry Carey at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, where the Cubs are out in front 2-0. We move into the top of the fourth, and the guy who put them out into the lead first, Ron Say, who walloped his 24th home run of the year and his 85th RBI, will lead it off. Boy, I don't want to put the hex on him. I know. But Sutcliffe has been absolutely pinpoint perfect.
Yes, he has. I hope it lasts for the entire ball game. A couple more runs will relax him and perhaps change the attitude of that dugout at Philadelphia, too.
There we go now to the top of the fourth. The Cubs knock these guys off in the first game here, and I think they definitely are through. The Cubs' magic number is 22. The Mets play tonight in St. Louis. And that may not be exactly a day on the beach for them. The pitch. Say swings a long drive, deep center, but this one will be caught. Ron Hayes under the ball, and he takes it.
It's end hard, the probable pictures to St. Louis against Darling tonight.
Well, now, nobody on. Here's Jody Davis, who won the home run hitting contest, eliminating Mike Schmidt, who earlier this year had eliminated Ron Say. Now, Jody, during the playoffs, will face either Jeff Leonard or Kerry Kennedy, whoever prevails in their home run hitting shootout. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch. All the way back to the screen. $50,000 will go to the player who wins that contest.
Not a bad chunk of money.
No, that wouldn't mean anything to you. The way you take me and Jim Rutty.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a slow curve, swung and he missed.
A lot of victories today. I tied you last time.
I wonder if I can put you on my income tax report as a dependent.
Sure.
Right hand hitter waiting. The pitch. Swings a bouncing ball. Jody's going to be an easy out. Schmidt's thrown Oliver in time. 2 up, 2 down. We're in the fourth. Here's Larry Boa. Rolled out his first time. Larry's hitting .209 for the year. Now making .208. After going out his first time. The pitch. They put up on the scoreboard their computerized batting average right up to the time they go to the plate. There's a line drive. That's going to drop in there. A looper. Center field for a hit. Boa singles to center, and that'll bring up Rick Sutcliffe, who singled and scored eventually in the third when Durham rolled out. That accomplishes a couple of things. Boa's single with 2 outs. Number 1, it brings up a pretty good hitting pitcher, Rick Sutcliffe. And number 2, even should they retire Sutcliffe, it would mean you could open the inning with the top of your batting order. Sutcliffe, who has 10 hits now. Here's a pitch, and it's a little bit low.
Right, ball in the pitch. He had a good cut and he fouled it off. Sutcliffe has 10 hits. Trout has 8. Ruthven and Rushell have 7. Eckersley 6. That's how the pitchers hit. Here's a curve a little bit outside. 2 men are out, a runner at first base. All game in the 4th. 2-0 Cubs. The pitch. There's a strike at the knees, a fastball. Tomorrow night it will be Steve Carlton pitching for the Phillies. Now ready? The pitch. He struck him out swinging. Slow curve. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We move into the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Cubs.
Using poor quality tools on do-it-yourself projects can promote second-rate results. That's why many do-it-yourselfers choose professional quality master mechanic tools from True Value hardware stores. Hi, Pat Summerall to say you can create a strong bond between wood and other materials fast with a master mechanic electric glue gun. It features a trigger control and an automatic thermostat, making it ideal for home or industrial use. Or True Value hardware stores suggest you cut wood quickly with their Master Mechanic 3.5-pound single bit axe. It's equipped with a sharp drop-forged head and a balanced hardwood handle. And you can drive screws more easily by using a Master Mechanic screw starter. You'll find it among a complete selection of Master Mechanic tools and accessories exclusively at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers, where you'll find values in every department.
We've got what it takes, True Value.
Avis knows what you want when you rent a car. Reservations honored promptly, a clean, dependable car, fast, friendly service, no hassles. At Avis, we try harder to provide that service you want every time. But if you ever have a problem, call the Avis Action Line at 800-525-9000. You'll get straight answers, fast action. That's trying harder. And trying harder makes Avis second to none. Avis, an S-Smart company.
Back to Veterans Stadium. We go into the bottom of the 4th. The Cubs are out in front. 2-0. One other game in the National League. Pittsburgh leading at Montreal. 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Stephen Dutt Auerbach, formerly of Streamwood. Apparently friends of Jack Minovich. WGL Radio. Watching the game here today. As is Blake Cullen, who's assistant to Jim Feeney, the president of the National League. And Blake Cullen must be looking down on the Cubs with a lot of nostalgia.
Yes, indeed.
Because he was associated with them during the John Howland days. Well, here's the top of their batting order with Samuel to lead it off. Here's the pitch. Swings and he fouls it off. Samuel has had 165 hits, 57 of them for extra bases. Pretty good for a rookie. Sandberg has had 177 hits, 65 for extra base. Here's the pitch low. And Samuel has made 29 errors as a second baseman. Sandberg has made only 4. Now ready? A ball on a strike to delivery. Here it is. He swings and he misses. Dude, that fastball by him. And now he's 1-2. Samuel fanned his first time at bat. Sutcliffe has retired 9 in a row. Now he looks down. He gets his sign. We're in the 4th. Here's the pitch. Just missed a little bit inside. That evens the count 2-2. I think he had Samuel sort of leaning, expecting that slow curve, and Sutcliffe fired the fastball inside to him. Just missed the corner of the plate.
He hasn't been bashful in pitching inside to all these Phillies.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The delivery struck him out, and he knew it. Strikeout number 7.
You see what he did, pitching inside, pushing him back away from the plate. Then he went with a good fastball over the outside corner. He had Samuel leaning back, thinking he's going to come back inside with that pitch.
Of his 7 strikeouts, Lou, 3 have been called third strikes, and 4 have been swinging third strikes.
Well, I don't want to put any whammy on it, but I've never seen him throw any better.
Yeah, he is talking now to Leon Durham. 1 out, nobody on. Beautiful day. The Philadelphia Phillies as a team have probably not quit. But look at all those empty seats. Their fans have. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Stone. The left fielder, a speed demon. He was going to bunt. The curve in there, a stride. Call. Stone out of Kennett, Missouri. I think he's one of 13 children. Now the sign. The pitch. Bouncing ball right to Durham. He's got it. Easy out. 8 in a row retired. 11 rather in a row.
Did I say 8? You said 8. That's all right. That's what I'm here for. Help you out.
See, my mind is way behind my tongue, or vice versa. Here's the way it goes, Harry. 9, then comes 10, and then after 10 comes 11.
Now you're on your own.
Yeah.
You see, you got past me.
2 men are out. 11 in a row retired. By Rick Sutcliffe. Here's Hayes. Left-hand batter and a good one. Good fastball over the outside corner. A strike call. Hayes struck out swinging in the first. 2 men are out. Nobody on. Now the delivery. Sutcliffe's pitch. Fastball a little bit low. Hitters have trouble picking up the ball against Sutcliffe, they tell me.
Yes, he has just that short hesitation before he really kicks back and lets her fly to the plate.
They don't see the ball. It seems like it's hidden behind his back. Here's a pitch, and the curve is high. 2 men are out. 2-0. The Cubs are leading a hot day in Philadelphia. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast wherever you might be on this beautiful day. Now Sutcliffe's pitch, here it is. A high pop fly, that'll be easy.
Boy, he hit him right on the fist with that fastball.
Ron Say takes care of Hayes, pop fly. Hey, that's 12 in a row now in a perfect game. And at the end of 4, the Cubs are out in front, 2-0.
We're a professional full-service agency. We are professionals who care about your security.
For over 40 years, McNeely Insurance Agency has built their reputation on the professional way they handle your insurance needs. You get quick and reliable service, plus a staff that really cares. Call Randy McNeely today.
We're the McNeely Agency.
We're the professionals at McNeely Insurance Agency, Boonville.
You just gotta come to trouble, because it isn't like the others. You just gotta more and more what you want.
Brothers, Highway 62 West Boonville for delicious chicken, fish, burgers, the greatest salad bar around, and much, much more. And if you really like breakfast, head for Druthers any morning. Druthers, Highway 62 West in Boonville.
I tell you what, Druthers Restaurant.
Attention 2-cycle engine owners. If you own a 2-cycle outboard motor, snowmobile, lawnmower, or chainsaw, we'd like to tell you about Texaco's 50-to-1 outboard and 2-cycle engine oil. This premium ashless 2-cycle engine oil helps protect engines against scuffing, exhaust port plugging, and spark plug fouling. It is formulated for use at manufacturer's recommended 50-to-1 fuel oil ratio. Texaco's 50-to-1 outboard and 2-cycle engine oil is available at your local Texaco station. Wilder Oil Company distributor.
Back in Philadelphia. We go now into the top of the 5th inning. 2-0 in favor of the Cubs. Here's Dernier shortening up as if the bunt takes a curveball outside. Airman Ron Mahoney of the United States Navy from Omaha, Nebraska. Here pulling for the Cubs. And Mary Grace Hendricks from Mount Prospect is here. A ball and a strike. The pitch, he was going to bunt again. The pitch was high.
If the hitter turns around to bunt to beat it out, as Dernier did at that particular time, he turned too quickly. And Denny, noticing that, just backed him away from the plate.
There's a one-hopper right to Mike Schmidt. Throws the first for the out. Dernier hit the ball sharply on one hop, but right at Schmidt. 1 out. They hear from Deerfield, the Binghamans, pulling for the Cubs. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a pitch swung on old top, got a chance to beat it out. Here's Schmidt's peg. They got him! What a great bare hand. Picks up a throw.
Schmidt must have a pattern on that particular play. High bouncing ball off of this AstroTurf. He does not use the glove at all, uses the bare hand, the right hand, and throws from that position. That's 2 great plays he's made.
Boy, that was a big one because Sandberg usually beats that one out. Schmidt knew that, and so just grabbed to the ball barehanded to save the time it takes for the transition from glove to throwing hand. And that's the margin by which he got him.
Well, you describe it much better than I do, Harry.
Never happened. Never happened, Lou.
Yes, indeed.
1 strike and nothing, 2 men are out. All game in the 5th. Curveball low. This game rolling right along. Cubs are out in front, 2-0. We're in the top of the 5th. The pitch to the Sarge. High inside. 2 balls and a strike, 2 out, nobody on. Now the delivery. That's a drive deep left field, way back, might be out of here. It could be. It is! A home run!
Boy, oh boy, Matthews almost missed first base watching that ball go out of this ballpark. And as soon as it did, he raised up that hand. Very happy Matthews.
Holy cow, and is he a happy man. And the Philly crowd, listen to him.
Boy, he's really intense, isn't he? Look at that.
Boy, oh boy, high fives all over the place. 3-0 now. His 10th home run of the year.
And his 193rd career home run.
Now the pitch to Durham, swung on a high fly ball. In the right field will be caught. Russell is there. But the Cubs pick up another one. On Gary Matthews, home run. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors, nobody left. We go into the bottom of the 5th. Cubs 3, Phillies nothing.
Hello again, everybody. This is Harry Carey. This fall, surround yourself with color by beautifying your home with quality True Test paint. Value your price during fall paint savings at True Value hardware stores. Enhance and protect your home's interior with Easy Care latex flat enamel for only $12.98 a gallon. True Test Easy Care from True Value hardware stores leaves a rich flat finish on walls, ceilings, and trim in every room. And its super scrubbable formula makes it perfect for high traffic areas like hallways and kids' rooms. Get True Test Easy Care latex flat enamel in 44 decorator colors and white for only $12.98 a gallon during fall paint savings until September the 9th at participating True Value hardware stores.
The Posey Supermarket with everyday super savings to serve you better. Posey's offers you these specials this week. In the produce department, white seedless grapes, 79 cents a pound. New red potatoes, 10 pounds for $1.69. Big B barbecue, the quart for $3.29. Pleasing grade A medium eggs, a dozen for 49 cents. And Colonial hot dog and hamburger buns for just 69 cents. Posey Supermarket, open daily and Saturday, 8 to 7, Fridays, 8 to 8, and closed Sundays. Stop.
Harry Carey back in Philadelphia. We go into the bottom of the fifth, 3-0 in favor of the Cubs. Cubs shooting for their fourth victory in the first 5 games of this critical 11-game road trip. Here's Mike Schmidt. Sutcliffe for 4 innings has pitched a perfect game, striking out 7 of the 12 putouts. Mike Schmidt leads it off. Schmidt was eliminated by Jody Davis in the pregame home run contest. He has made several fine fielding plays. Hit the ball very hard his first time at bat as he lined to Moreland. Here's the pitch. High pop foul. On a play into the stand.
And Harry, you know as well as I do, when you're leading 3-0, you're glad to see him come up with nobody on base and leading off the inning.
I'm glad to see a lead of 3-0 with Sutcliffe pitching anytime.
Yes, indeed.
Sutcliffe going for his 12th in a row and his 14th victory of the year. He's lost only 1 game. That was to his old teammates, the Dodgers. Now ready. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Just a fraction inside. Bruce Fleming working the plate. His wife Rose and his boys Kevin and Steve. Listen to the Cubs games up in Brown Deer Park, Wisconsin. There's a pitch a little bit inside. 2 balls and a strike. Mike Schmidt digging in. The Red Baron out there, Rick Sutcliffe. One of the few hitters he's been behind on. 2 balls and a strike. That's a high drive. Way back. It might be. Near the wall. It could be. It is! A home run. And that makes it a 3-1 ball game.
That's what I mean by letting him lead off with a 3-run lead. I know it's down to 2 now, but I'd rather have it down to 2 than to have 1 or 2 men on base.
Well, he makes the Phillies alive now. That's the first hit. The first run, a high, towering home run. The 62nd he's hit.
And Harry, that's his 418th career home run.
He hit a fastball, and he hit it a ton. 3-1 now, and here is Al Oliver. And the curveball's a little bit outside.
He now trails Billy Williams by 8 for 18th spot in the career home run derby.
3-1 in favor of the Cubs. The pitch. He swings and he misses. Oliver with a big 0 on the back of his uniform. Peculiar number. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 in, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Swings and he misses. Sutcliffe out in front of him. 1-2. That home run was the 9th hit off Sutcliffe in 116 innings. Here's the pitch. High pop fly on the infield. Larry Bowen calling for it. Makes the catch. 1 out. Oliver popped the Bowen. Now to bring up Housey Virgil. Out on strikes his first time. Sutcliffe fanned 5 of the first 6 men as he retired them in order. Then he made it 6 out of the first 7. Retired in order on strike. 1 out, 1 in. Housey Virgil broad-shouldered catcher came from nowhere to win the number one job. Here's the pitch, and the fastball outside, ball one. Virgil has been so outstanding that he has made Bo Diaz trading bait. One out, a run in. Now Sutcliffe's pitch, here it is. Fouled it back. And the count even. A ball and a strike. Cubs will be home 1 week from today to play the Phillies again at Wrigley Field in a 3:05 game. Oh, I got to give you that schedule again because pick out the games. Oh, you want to be there. There's a high pop fly. Ball calling for it in short left. And Gary Matthews came charge again, but he ran alongside of him then, shakes hands with him. 2 gone. Bullitt took care of Virgil's pop fly. That's 2 away. And there's John Russell, the right fielder. Struck out his first time. Sutcliffe has allowed only 1 hit. A home run by Mike Schmidt to lead off this inning. Now ready. John Russell, the rookie right fielder, hitting .388, takes a curve inside. 1 ball, no strikes. San Diego leads Houston by 9 in the Western Division. Cubs lead the Mets by 5 in the Eastern Division. The Phillies are 8.5 back. Here's the pitch. Swung and he missed. Now ready? The pitch a little bit outside. The Cubs could reduce their magic number to 21 over the Mets and 16 over the Phillies with a victory today. Now ready. Here's the pitch on the way. Curve is high. Ball 3 on John Russell. The shortstop, Steve Jeltz, would be next. Jeltz has only been to bat 5 times in the major leagues with 0 for 5. 3 balls and a strike. John Russell, who's hit 1 homer, 7 runs batted in. We're in the 5th. Now the wind-up, the pitch. High pop foul out of play. Russell, a right-hand hitter. Now Sutcliffe. Out of the Kansas City area. Here's the pitch. Line drive in the left center. Here's the Sarge on the run making the catch. Good play. Russell lined hard to Matthews. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors. Nobody left. At the end of 5, the Cubs are out in front. 3-1.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, Captain. We all made it ashore.
Good. All right, here's the situation. We're shipwrecked on this island, gosh knows where. And all we have to snack on are these potato chips.
Potato chips? Captain, who's that?
Where?
There, in that rowboat.
Hello, I'm Orville Redenbacher. Instead of taking chips to the beach this summer, why not pop my famous gourmet popping corn? It's the super summer snack.
Mister, can you help us?
Sure, it's easy. My gourmet popping corn pops bigger and fluffier than regular popcorn with almost no unpopped kernels.
Delicious.
We'll pay anything.
No need. You can pop over 20 quarts of my gourmet popping corn for about the same price as 2 bags of chips.
Really?
Ask anyone here on Coney Island.
Coney Island?
Pop my gourmet popping corn for your crew.
It's a super summer snack, or I'm not Orville Redenbacher.
Captain, can I ride the roller coaster?
Tallman Home Federal Savings is the largest savings and loan in Illinois and the 8th largest in the nation. They've been offering financial services for over 60 years and have customers in all 50 states for insured savings, checking, investment accounts, insurance, loans for any purpose. We'd like to send you information on any Tallman Home service. Just write to Tallman Home, 201 South State Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60604. Tallman is spelled Talman.
Back from Philadelphia. We go down to the top of the 6th. The Cubs are on the front 3-1. John Denny's first pitches to the screen. To Moreland. Moreland 0 for 2 today. The Pirates are still leading in Montreal. They've increased their lead. Jason Thompson hit one. Here's the pitch, a strike call. 3-0 now in the 6th. Favorite Pittsburgh over Montreal. Now the pitch, here it is. Strike call, and Moreland is in the hole. 1-2. Oakland got a run the first against the White Sox. The pitch swung, and he struck them out. Moreland is 0 for 3 against Denny as he struck out. Here's Say, homing and fly deep to center. Well, he's been getting good swings against John Denny. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the 6th. The pitch. Slow curve outside. Game rolling right along. Started at 1:30. It's 1 hour and 25 minutes old. The pitch. Outside, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. You know Say will be swinging if it's a good pitch. Curveball low and away, ball 3. With Jody Davis on deck. 1 man out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, bouncing ball to Schmidt. He's got it. There's a throw in time with 3-0. Say was swinging, but he bounced out. 2 out, 2 down.
That's 6 assists for Smith today at third base.
Well, you said the other day, Lou, that Jim Fry is the hitter's manager. You should fill him up.
That's right.
He lets him hit 3-0, 3-1, 2-0.
Right. It keeps the attitude of that ball player at the right spot, Harry. I think it's a psychological move for him because then they have no reason to have the excuse that, hey, you're taking the bat out of my hand.
Yeah. 1 strike to nothing. 2 men out, nobody on. Swung on a high pump fly. Samuel is out in short right to make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Cubs leading 3-1.
Horizon Cable TV in Boonville offers you more, including Super Channel 12, WGN Chicago, which means, of course, Chicago Cub baseball. Catch the Cubs fever on Cable Channel 12. But that's only part of the WGN story. News, sports, movies, situation comedies are on WGN Cable TV Channel 12 all the time. For more information of how exciting Horizon Cable TV and WGN can be for you and your family, just call 897-5230 or stop in their office at 109 East Locust Street in Boonville, and they'll be happy to show you.
Your grandparents' home is filled with memories. Remember the way they spoiled and loved you? This Grandparents' Day, September 9th, remember them with Teleflora's Butter Churn Bouquet. Beautiful flowers in a real wood butter churn they can use later to hold a tub of butter. You can send Teleflora's Butter Churn Bouquet anywhere in the country. It's a gift that'll make Grandparents' Day special.
Just call Judy and her staff at the Flower Shop in Minor Center, Boonville. Dial 897-3370.
The celebration may be over, but the fireworks are just beginning during the TNT clearance sale now going on at the Connor family Ford stores in Rockport, Dale, and in Boonville. Save hundreds of dollars now on specially equipped Thunderbirds and Tempos and selected trucks. All must go now to make room for the soon arriving 85 models. But hurry, at these prices, they won't last long. During the TNT clearance sale at Connor Ford Sales in Rockport, Connor Motors in Dale, and Connor's family Ford Mercury in Boonville, where you really are treated like family.
This is WVML-FM, Boonville, Indiana. R.H. McCain Incorporated, 3880 Rockport Road, call 897-0346, is the right name and number for your air conditioning and heating sales and service. See the Magic Chef line. Call for free cost and service estimate.
Will be the pinch hitter here, batting for Steve Jelk. No relation to Kevin Gross, the Philadelphia pitcher. This is veteran Greg Gross, who used to be with the Cubs. Houston. He's in his 6th year with the Phillies. 4 years with Houston and 2 years with the Cubs. Gross, a left-hand batter, to pitch. Good fastball, right in there, strike call. Sutcliffe trying for his 5th complete game. This is 16th start. The pitch. High pop foul out of play. Larry Anderson, a right-hander, has started to warm up in the bullpen. They're going to use a pinch hitter, Matusik. Maybe for Denny. Nobody on, nobody out. I guess much depends on whether Gross gets on or not. 0-2 the count. Now Sutcliffe gets set. Gross steps out of the batter's box. Sutcliffe is ready. He's allowed 1 hit, a home run by Mike Schmidt. The pitch. Just missed outside. 1-2 the count. Bespectacled Greg Gross. Pittsburgh out in front of Montreal, 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Now the pitch, here it is. He went around, struck him out. Strikeout number 8. 1 gone. Let's see now who's going to hit. Looks like Gary Maddox. No. Melendez. Melendez putting out to bat. He's a first baseman. The score 3-1. Jody Davis goes out to talk to Rick Sutcliffe. Maybe Jody's familiar with this fella.
Probably so. This is one of the ball players that were recalled by the Phillies after September the 1st, of course. You can recall your minor leaguers, those that aren't playing in the playoffs.
Now ready. Here's the pitch by Sutcliffe to the left-hand hitter. Curve is in there, a beauty, a strike call. 1 strike to nothing. 1 out, nobody on. Sutcliffe going for his 12th straight victory. Fastball a little bit inside. Francisco Melendez out of Puerto Rico. Now the pitch, here it is. He had a cut and he missed. And Sutcliffe is ahead of him, 1-2 now. 1 away. Crowd quiet. Hot, muggy day
here in Philadelphia. Same two teams here tomorrow night. Carlton against Anderson. Here's the pitch. He struck him out.
Well, I'm telling you, he's never had any better stuff in his life. As far as I'm concerned, that's Sutcliffe I'm talking about. Great location.
Yeah, that was a low fastball. Yeah. Melendez swung and missed. 2 men are gone. Here's Samuel. He is struck out twice. Greg Walker hit a homer with a man on for the White Sox. They've taken a 2-1 lead. 2 out. Here's Samuel. Swings and he misses. Boy, Sutcliffe is just overpowering. Two men out, nobody out. Samuel batting .284. Here's the pitch. Swung and he missed.
Well, if he's getting tuned up for that weekend series, he's tuning up quite well.
He'll probably pitch the Saturday game against the Mets.
Yes.
2 and out, nobody on. He struck out the side in the first. He's trying to do it again in the 6th. Samuel steps out of the batter's box. Now ready. 0-2 to pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball. Sutcliffe fanned 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, failed to get any in the 5th when Schmidt hit a homer, and he's fanned 2 so far in the 6th. Now ready. Here's the pitch. Struck him out over the outside corner.
Beautiful pitch.
The 10th strikeout of the day for Rick Sutcliffe. He has fanned 10 in 6 innings, working on a one-hitter, a homer by Schmidt. Milo will be rejoining Lou in a moment. Harry Carey from Philadelphia. We're at the end of 6. It's the Cubs 3, the Phillies 1.
I'm Catholic, brewmaster for Augsburger beer.
Howdy. There are a lot of beer drinkers who taste our Augsburger beer and think it is one of those expensive imports. Those dang warmits don't believe beer this good can be brewed in America. Well, Pilgrim, listen, and listen good. Augsburger is brewed right here in Monroe, Wisconsin. And buckaroos, it has the same great old world taste as the best imports. Augsburger has won taste tests in Chicago, San Francisco, Kansas City, and it is ranked #1 in the Great American Beer Book. So, partner, to any beer that thinks they can match Augsburger's great taste, I say, this here town ain't big enough for the both of us.
We can't show you here how artistic Camaro High Output Z28 looks, so we're going to let you listen to a little performing artistry instead. Get ready. You're about to go for a ride on the Cadillac. 5 liters of available high-output V8 power, 190 horses at 4,800 RPM, 240 foot-pounds of torque at 3,200 RPM.
We go to the 7th inning. Milo Hamilton back with you now on the radio side. Got a couple of changes. Anderson is the new pitcher. DeJesus is the shortstop. Before we check on Anderson, Bob Ibach of the Cubs Public Relations Office over with a note on Sutcliffe.
Milo, this is the fourth time this season that Rick has struck out at least 10 batters in a game, and of course his season high, his career high, was 14 against St. Louis back in late June.
He might even be sharper today than he was in the Cardinal game.
I agree with you. This is the sharpest I think I've seen him all year.
Thank you, Bob. All right, good kid. What about Anderson?
Anderson has won 2, lost 3. Earned run average is great, 1.89. This is his 55th game. He has 1 save. He's pitched 81 innings, allowed 77 hits, 24 runs, 4 home runs. He's walked 20 while striking out 17. Makes you hit the ball.
Larry Anderson, right-hander, always works from the stretch. Boa throwing his bat at the ball to bunt and comes up empty. Boa's 1 for 2. Denny didn't pitch that badly. He was just unfortunate to get locked up with Sutcliffe today.
Well, the difference of the ball game, 2 home runs right now.
Unusual for him to throw 2 gopher balls in a day, I'll tell you that. Anderson, what is this? This is our 13th game with this club, that's right. He's appearing now in his 8th of those 13. A little tapper up the third base side, but it's foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Anderson's record in those 7 previous appearances, no wins, no losses, no saves. He has no decisions in his 2 years in the big leagues against the Cubs. In 12 1/3 innings, 13 hits, 7 runs, but some shaky defense behind him, and only 3 of the 7 were earned. Walked 3, struck out 8 against Cub batters. Boa waiting on an 0-2, pops it foul back toward the screen. Virgil back, but it'll be behind the screen a couple of rows, and it's still no balls and 2 strikes. Schmidt hit a homer. That's the only blemish on the Sutcliffe pitching line today. Say and Matthews have homered, and there hasn't been a home run that you wondered about that's been hit here yet. Matthews was a line drive rocket. Outside, he wasted the fastball. 1-2. And Say and Schmidt, there wasn't any doubt about theirs. Say's was clear up in the left center field hitting background. Schmidt's was on the center field catwalk. There's a fair ball down the right side. Oh, will head for second. He will make it with a stand-up double. And the little captain gets his second straight hit and his 13th double of the year. Got a ball to jerk, and jerk it he did.
Oh, and he loves to hit against this ball club.
You think he's hiring a kite here today or not?
He is.
That's 6 hits for the Cubs in the game. Brings up Sutcliffe. Had to hit his first time up. And it eventually blossomed into the second Cub run. The other 2 runs, as we mentioned, the homers by Say in the second, Matthews in the 5th. The Cubs at the moment leading 3-1, looking for some insurance here in the 7th inning. Well, he wasn't butting. He hit a ball way back into left center, but Hayes moving over will make the play. Boa will not be able to move over 90 feet. So they gave the big guy a chance to swing one time. He took a big cut, but flied out to left center.
Well, I'm surprised that Fry would let him swing away, especially here in the 7th inning. I don't know whether a sign was missed or not. Zimmer standing at third base with his hands on his hips.
I got a feeling the sign was missed.
It's a surprise to me because that may eventually be a big run. You never know in this game of baseball. You always try to pick up as many runs as you can.
Up to the top you go with Bob Denier. He's had a double, line to left, and bounced to third.
And I'm not second-guessing Jimmy Fry either. I'm just saying fundamentally.
Well, that'll be something we can ask him tomorrow. He's always open to talking, and we've been very open about chatting with him about the things he does.
Yes, sir.
Every manager has a reason, and that's always been your philosophy behind the mic.
Absolutely.
I want to know what the manager was thinking before I do a hatchet job on anybody, don't you?
I ain't doing any hatchet job.
Oh, you know what I mean.
On anybody, but I'm not going to second-guess them either. I'm just saying fundamentally that is a very surprise move, unless the sign was missed.
All right, Dernier waiting now on a 1-0. There's the stretch and the look back to second. Here's the pitch by Anderson. He swings and he misses. And it's a ball and a strike to Dernier. Sandberg due up next. Boas at second, led off with a double. Stayed there as Sutcliffe flied to left center. Anderson reads the sign from Virgil. Larry Anderson, a right-hand reliever, stretching, looking back, delivers. Swinging and a foul up to the right, moves the count to 1-2.
You know, things have been going so good for the Cubs, we may pick that run up anyhow.
Well, and he also may have had a gut feeling. Sutcliffe had a hit in the third inning. He's a pretty good hitter. Says, I'll let him go up there and take that first cut. That'll be a swing for him. Then if he doesn't do anything with it and doesn't make it out, then I'll have him bunt for the club. But he didn't get the chance for the second one because he flied out to left center. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swinging and missing. Struck him out with a big breaking ball away. In the inning. That's the 4th Cub to strike out in the game. Denny had 3 in the 6 innings that he worked. Denny also walked a couple, threw 2 gopher balls. Here's Sandberg. Sandberg has been robbed of 2 hits. One to the pitcher in the 1st inning, one to the 3rd baseman in the 5th inning. In between, he walked. Rhino had a 15-game hitting streak stopped yesterday in Atlanta. Still hitting .322 for the year, 2nd in the league. Breaking ball strike called at the letters on the outside corner. In Philadelphia on Labor Day or Memorial Day for the 4th of July, they don't draw like other towns because everybody says, hey, I got to go where the water is. So it's not a great crowd here today. Did he go? Yes, he did. It's a swinging strike, and it's 0-2. I don't mean it's a bad crowd, but you'd expect with these 2 teams playing on a holiday that maybe it'd have 45 or 50, but they don't have them here.
Well, I think the fans have given up on their hometown Phillies.
Some of them might have spent a couple of bucks on Michael Jackson. He's in town for the weekend, too. That's the reason they changed this to a day game. Low with a fastball, 1-2. Because the Gendarmes didn't feel they could handle 2 big crowds letting out in the same neighborhood tonight at the same time. So the mayor asked the Phillies if they would switch to a day game. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Look back, here's the pitch. Too tight with another fastball into the letters, 2-2. Matthews would be next. We're in the 7th inning. Virgil with the sign. Boa's at second, hoping Rhino can get him home. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second base. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. Back to the base of the screen. There was rain in the forecast possibly for this afternoon. I think we're going to get by without it. It is supposed to rain tonight and be all right for tomorrow night's game. The Cubs could win here no matter what happens tomorrow. You leave town with the Phillies in the same spot as when you flew in on Sunday night. So it's important to hang on to this baby, and it's 3-1 Cubs right now. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a line drive. Speared by the second baseman, Juan Samuel. That ball died a little. Samuel made a good move, made the play.
He moved back very quickly.
Saved a run. So a leadoff double. Did not come around. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Boa doubled, he was left. 7th inning stretch time for the Philly fans. After 6.5 at the vet. Cubs 3, Phillies 1.
This year, for the first time, Spencer County civic leaders were given the opportunity to recognize an area business for its outstanding work, innovation, and growth. Based on these qualities, they selected as 1984 Spencer County Business of the Year, Miller's Mary Manor of Rockport. The staff at Miller's Mary Manor gratefully acknowledges this recognition of excellence from the Spencer County community. And they proudly invite you to come see what a difference quality health care can make. Because choosing the right nursing home for an elderly loved one is not an easy decision. Look closely, and you'll see that all nursing homes are not alike. Come visit Miller's Mary Manor, the healthcare professionals with the hometown touch, at 815 West Washington Street in Rockport.
For more than 33 years, Scales Quality Pharmacy at 116 South 3rd Boonville has meant fast service at lowest prices. Scales offers computerized prescription records, too. And now Scales has, for your convenience, a quality Xerox copier. Quality Xerox copies are only 10 cents each at Scales Quality Pharmacy. So if you need copies, 1 or several, and you need them in a hurry, Scales Quality Pharmacy on the square is mighty handy for you.
fielder and number 2 man in their order will lead it off. He has been called out on strikes, and he has bounced out to Durham. Stone, Hayes, and Schmidt in the 7th. Sutcliffe working on a one-hitter. He's leading 3-1. Here's the pitch to Stone. Shows bunt, bunts it way up in the air back of the screen. After our ball game today, after our scoreboard on all of these Cub stations, in Chicago on WGN, our flag station, Uncle Bobby Collins. How in the world did they get the big uncle in there on Labor Day, good kid?
Well, he needs the money. He wants to do a little work.
I wonder if Steppy's there today.
Sure, Steppy will be with Uncle Bobby.
Strike one count. Jeff Stone batting left-handed, swings and misses, and it is strike 2. Hayes on deck. 3 homers in the game, 2 for the Cubs, Say and Matthews. 1 for the Phillies, that was Schmidt in the 5th, after Sutcliffe had retired the first 12 in order. He's now retired 6 more. So 18 out of the 19 he's faced is retired, including 10 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul back. He had a big rip. Still 2 strikes. Cubs have 3 runs, 6 hits. The Phillies 1 run, 1 hit. There have been no errors. Sutcliffe has pitched all the way to this point against Styler Denny and reliever Anderson. If you're joining us a little late on Labor Day, you're up to date with the way this game has gone along. Lionel Hamilton and Lou Boudreau with the Cubs story on Cubs radio from the bench. No balls, 2 strikes. Stone, a jackrabbit up there. You don't want him to get on to start off the inning. He doesn't. Ooh, foul tip, just enough to stay alive.
What a beautiful curveball that was. Breaking down and sharply right inside to Stone, and luckily he just tipped it.
I know with all the fine games that Sutcliffe has pitched, it's hard to say best. But boy, this has got to be in the top 2 of the stuff he's got today.
Definitely, up to this point, this is the best I've seen him. Location, and both pitches, fastball and curveball, working beautifully.
0-2 pitch, up high, tried to take something off of a breaking ball, and it's 1-2. Remember, tomorrow night, it'll be Scott Sanderson against Steve Carlton. After 6 Chicago time for the Jim Pry Show tomorrow on Cubs Radio. Stone taking a little time. Now he's back up in there. Straightaway stance, close to the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul down the right side. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. After our game, we'll take a look at the other games. Pittsburgh at Montreal. McWilliams has a good one going. He's got Montreal shut out 3-0 in the bottom of the 8th. Jason Thompson hit his 15th homer in that game. White Sox are in the 2nd inning, tied with Oakland 2-2. Walker hit his 19th home run. Crowd trying to get some noise here after their 7th inning stretch. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 11. Let's see, has anybody escaped? Samwell, 3 out of 3. Stone, 2 out of 3. Hayes, 1 out of 2. He has not struck out Schmidt. He struck out Oliver once in 2 trips. Virgil once for 2. Russell 1 for 2. Didn't strike out Jeltz while he was in there. Gross and Melendez pinch hitters both struck out. That's the way he's recorded 11 here. 1 out in the 7th. Von Hayes struck out swinging in the 1st, popped up to Say in the 4th. And when he popped him up in the 4th, he really sawed it off right on his knuckles. There's a ball high and away. Boston 1, Milwaukee 0 after 2.5. Boyd against Kokenauer. Toronto and New York, Leal and Cowley. Nothing on that one as yet. Here's the pitch. Strike called. Good sharp breaking pitch above the knees on the inside corner. The Mets will be at St. Louis tonight. Boy, what a matchup that is. Darling 11-5 against Joaquin Andahar 17-11. Sutcliffe shakes off a sign. Now he's ready. The 1-1 to Hayes. Swinging, fouled up here to the left side, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Can you remember over 1 or 2 hitters that he's been behind? Good kid. I think that's been a key to success, too.
Yes, it has. Definitely. Hasn't walked a man.
1 ball, 2 strikes. To the big workhorse Sutcliffe, out on that hill. 13-1. Here's the pitch. Strike call, fastball over the outside corner. A dozen strikeouts. And Hayes didn't like the call, and he's giving it to Fleming. That'll bring up Schmidt, who has the only hit that has produced the only run for the Phillies. And there wasn't any doubt about it. Clear up on the center field catwalk. That's going to be 425 if it's an inch.
Oh, easily.
Schmidt batting with nobody on and 2 away. The last 5 batters in a row have been struck out by Sutcliffe. Here's the pitch. Too tight on the shoulder, a ball. Schmidt with his homer now has 3 this year against the Cubs. .62 career, 22 at the bat. 1 ball, no strikes, pitch on the way. Strike call over the outside corner at the knees.
This is a very important man to get out in this inning. I always look in the man when I was managing in the 7th inning as to who's coming up and how to retire them, because if you get Smith out right here, they're going to have to put on quite a rally to get him back up there one more time in this ball game.
Good point. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Way outside with a fastball. Tried to.
Sutcliffe was really mad at himself.
His right foot slipped way off on the third base side of the mound.
Yes. He wanted to get that ball over the plate for a strike. He figured he had Smith set up for that.
2-1. Schmidt led off the 5th with a homer. That stopped a string of 12 in a row retired by Sutcliffe. He's retired 8 in a row since. That really puts it where it is to the kind of a game he has been pitching. Cubs are leading 3-1, 7th inning. 2-1 pitch. Outside, and now it's 3-1. Dangerous count on a dangerous hitter. Dangerous here because no matter how good he has pitched, if he makes a mistake here, he's in a 1-run game. And Oliver is due up next. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swinging and a high foul way out of play up to the right side. And it's 3-2.
I think that's the only second time that he's let up on that fastball. He sort of aimed that ball over the plate, and Smith wasn't ready for it. He was looking for that good fastball.
Waiting now for Moreland to get back into position. And Schmidt stepping back up into the batter's box with a full count. Nobody on in front of him, 2 down. Schmidt waiting. Jody drops the fingers. Sutcliffe shakes him off. Once, twice. Shakes him off again. Again. I think he's cat and mouse in here.
He's trying to upset the hitter. He perhaps wants Jody, okay, come back with that same pitch, even though I'm shaking you off.
3-2, and here it comes. Hit him on the fist, popped him off to the right side. Durham running down the line, Moreland coming over. It's a foul ball. Less than inches. I'm telling you that. I thought maybe it was on the line.
I did too, from our vantage point, but we're many, many yards away from it, and the first base umpire, Davidson,
give him credit. He ran way down there.
He went down the line, but here, I thought the ball hit on the line.
Well, there's no argument from Darren Jensen, and as we look at the replay, you really couldn't tell, could you?
No.
Because it kind of showed it as it bounced. I'm not
I don't know.
hopping out on it, but with the white of the ball and the white of the line, the angle from that the picture was taken, you couldn't tell.
It just was inches.
And I think the thing that saved an argument was the fact that Davidson hustled down the line. Had he been standing in his normal position, Darren Johnson, I think, would have beefed, and Paul Owen would have been out of that dugout.
I don't think he'd have been qualified to call it accurately if he'd have been in his position right behind first base.
He ran right down the line and immediately said foul ball. So it saved a man from being at second base. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Everybody back in place. Sutcliffe making him wait again. Now Schmidt is back up in there. Schmidt ready, and so is Sutcliffe. Here it is. Crossfire swing and a foul. He has used that about 3 or 4 times today. A couple of times he froze Ozzie Virgil with it.
Yeah, definitely. He's thrown it 4 times, and 3 out of the 4 times he had it in there for a strike, and the 4th time is when he slipped.
Yeah. 3-2. Schmidt's fouled off a couple. Pitch on the way. Oh, just missed. He wanted that outside corner at the knees. That is the first walk given up by Sutcliffe.
Let me tell you, there was quite a battle between 2 great men in their position.
That's one of the great confrontations in this game right there.
Yes, indeed.
Going to get a runner for Schmidt. That'll be Shue, I believe.
Well, actually, I'm glad to see that.
Means he won't bat again.
That's right. Not until tomorrow night.
Even if they turn the lineup over. Here's Oliver. He struck out swinging and popped up to the shortstop. Shue played third base yesterday for this club. Now he's running for Schmidt. Shue's another youngster that they like a lot.
Now it looked as if, well, here comes Jimmy Fry. It looked for a moment that Sutcliffe just lost his concentration. Don't know what happened. But he was ready to take a stretch. Then he backed off of the mound. And now Fry is out there just to settle him down. A very smart move.
He doesn't want him to make a mistake here. And even though Oliver hasn't hit a home run today, he is a dangerous hitter. 28,262 here today. Pitch to Oliver is a strike. Rick Shue, S-C-H-U. Shue at first, 2 down. Oliver the batter. Cubs leading 3-1, 7th inning. Here's the pitch. Strike called over the outside corner. He's got Oliver in a hole 0-2.
He has mustard on that fastball. I'll tell you, he fired that one right past Oliver.
Virgil would be next. After Schmidt walked, they immediately lifted him for the pinch hitter, Rick Shue. Now the stretch. Pitch on the way. Just missed outside. Boy, was that close. You wonder how he took it.
Well, when he misses, he only misses by inches.
Well, the pitch that he walked Schmidt on.
That's right.
You wonder how he took that one.
Same type of pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Cubs have led since the 2nd inning. They're leading right now 3-1 in the 7th inning. And the stretch pitch. Just outside. He brought that breaking ball in, wanted to get the corner, didn't get the call from Bruce Fleming. Folks in Emmitsburg, Iowa, following the Cubs all year. In Emmitsburg on KEMB. Great to have you with us. And we've got another good one going here today. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oliver, the left-hand batter, waiting. Sutcliffe delivers. A changeup, lined into right. It'll be a base hit. It'll go to the wall. Shue running around third. He will be held. It's a double. Bristol put up a red flag for Shue as Moreland played the carom and got it into Sandberg. They've got runners at 2nd and 3rd. The tying runs are in scoring position. Ozzie Virgil will be the batter.
Well, after getting 2-2 on Oliver, He came inside, and that's where they didn't want to pitch Oliver. Now here's a discussion. They're looking at the bat, I believe, that was used by Oliver, and Froman has it.
He may say to the bat, I don't know what he's going to say.
He's going to eliminate that bat now.
He won't let the bat boy have it.
No, he won't. He's going to either, I don't know what he's going to do to examine it, I guess.
I think he's already examined it.
He's showing the end of the bat, too. I can't see who it is. It must be Owen. Then he cannot use that bat again, and if he uses it, and he used it at the time, if that's an illegal bat, he should be out.
Now Jim Fry is going to come out and ask that very question, I believe, here.
If it's illegal, it's illegal. It reminds you of the Brett incident.
That's right. But right now, they've got runners at second and third with 2 away in the 7th, and all of a sudden this game has taken a different turn. He struck out the first 2 hitters, then a walk to Schmidt and a double by Oliver.
Right now, we don't need it, but I'd like to have seen that other run come in when
you didn't bunt.
A double to start the inning. But Fry is right. If it's illegal, it was illegal when he used it, in my opinion.
Now John Kibler, the crew chief, has come in, and I think he's going to take charge of this thing.
He's going to examine the bat, and it's his decision. And if he says it's okay, then I guess Fry, he's going to take it into the dressing room. Fry's got his hat off. He's a little upset, and I can't blame him. And now he may protest. If the bat's illegal, if I were in Fry's position, even though I have a 3-1 lead here, I would protest the ball game.
Now Oliver has come down from second base. He wants to know what's going on, and Fleming has waved him away.
He might be called out. I don't know. They're still jawing back and forth around the plate, and there's no action, so I guess the hit will stay.
So it stands. Runners at second and third. A base hit could tie it. That's how this game has changed here in the last 5 minutes. And it looked like he was going to breeze through the inning. He struck out Stone and Hayes to start the inning, then fell behind Schmidt and eventually walked him, and now Fry is coming back out.
He went to the dugout.
And I think this means he's going to protest.
Yes, sir, absolutely right. Zimmer or somebody on that bench told Fry, and that's exactly what I said earlier, he should protest. If that bat is illegal, it was illegal when he used it.
So Fleming is calling his crew chief Kibler up. And they're going to have a chat about it between home plate and third base in foul territory.
Fry is absolutely is right by protesting, because one never knows what will happen into his ball game.
Well, now, if that's true, Fleming should come over and get on the phone and have it announced here that it's being played under protest.
Well, he's going into the dugout to use the telephone, and then there'll be an announcement made. Now Fry and Kibler are discussing that. I think, here's my own speculation, that Kibler is telling Fry, we don't know whether it's illegal or not. So we're taking the bat in to examine it.
I wonder if Blake Cullen's still over in the press box. We could ask him that fine point. He'd be the guy to know, because it'll eventually come across his desk.
I think that's exactly what Kibler made comment to Fry. We don't know exactly whether it is illegal or not, but I have the bat in my possession, and it will be checked tomorrow. But that won't help us today if they score those 2 runs or more. So I think Fry is playing this game under protest, so he must have heard me.
Now they're announcing it. They've announced it to the press box, and the PA announcer should announce it next. And here it comes. Ozzie Virgil has been called out on strikes, and he's popped up to the shortstop.
There's been quite a delay here now for Sutcliffe. We have to take that into mind.
It's been a while since he's thrown a pitch, and they're stirring in the Chicago bullpen. Sutcliffe shakes off the first sign by Jody. Now he's ready. Turning, throwing. Nope, do not get the pick off on Oliver. Frazier has started to loosen in the left field bullpen for Jim Fry. Ozzie Virgil, the batter. Still no count. Crowd getting noisy here now because a little argument got them back into it along with this strap. Breaking ball down and away, ball one.
With all this going on, I forgot to make a comment, so I'll bring it up now, that Moreland's quick fielding of that ball off the fence and hitting the cutoff man made Bristol hold up the runner at third base.
Right you are, and now we're ready for a 1-0 to Virgil. The stretch pitch on the way. Checking his swing, a breaking ball outside. Ball 2, no strike.
This is one of the few hitters that Sutcliffe has pitching from behind.
Also, I think your comment is also well remembered that the long argument took him away from throwing for a while, and now he's missed with the first 2 pitches. The sharp breaking pitches that were so consistent, he's missed with 2 of them on Virgil. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Strike call. Went away for the big breaking pitch to the slider and got it over.
Got it over the plate. That slider don't break as much as his curveball. And Virgil was fooled because you know he had the green light. 2-0. Now it's 2-1.
2 balls and a strike. Shue, a fast man at third. Oliver at second. 2 away. Here's the pitch. Strike called. He fooled him completely.
That was the big breaking curveball. And
inside.
And great location.
Virgil stepping out a moment because he's gone from 2-0 to 2-2. This might be the game situation right here. 2 men in scoring position. Now Sutcliffe calls time, wants to talk with Jody Davis.
And once again, I want to bring up this point. This is the 5th man to bat in the inning. If we get him, and we retire the Phillies 1, 2, 3 in the 8th, they have the top of the order coming up in the 9th with their third baseman, the big bat, not in their lineup.
3 balls and a strike. Oh, when you analyze this game, as you do,
well, no.
What a treat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners second and third. Sutcliffe ready. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball low and away, and he took it. Ball 3, 3-2.
Well, he's going all the way with him. That's 5 consecutive breaking pitches that he's thrown to Virgil.
3-2. Pinch runner Shue at third. Oliver doubled. He's at second. First base empty. 2 down. 7th inning. Tying runs in scoring position. The stretch. The pitch. Swinging and a smash. Fair ball. Down the left side. 2 runs are in. Tie game. Virgil lined one down the left side. Drives in a pair. It's a brand new game. Mistake he's made. He got it right in Virgil's wheelhouse.
Yeah, and it was a curveball. Say did everything he could. He was guarding the line, but the ball was hit too well. It got by him as he dove for the ball. Now you see what that run meant back in the 7th inning. But nevertheless, we got to fight back now. We've always done it before. We can do it again.
Score tied 3-3. The Phillies have gotten a lot of mileage out of 3 hits. And all this has happened after 2 strikeouts opened the inning. Here's Russell. Strike call with a fastball across the letters. Russell has struck out swinging, and he's lined hard to left center. Matthews had to race across to grab one in left center the last time he was up. DeJesus due up next. Swing and a foul.
And I want to give credit. I don't know who it was, but it was one of the coaches from the bench that gave Price a suggestion, and this is what coaches are for, to suggest something if I'm arguing as a manager and thinking of something different, and they told Price to go protest the ball game, which he did.
Yeah, he got down about a step, and they stopped him, and he went right back out there and said, Fleming, I am protesting this game. No balls, 2 strikes, here's the pitch. High and outside. 1-2 to John Russell, the right fielder. Came in with an 8-game hitting streak. Today, he struck out and lined to left. So Virgil, who had been pitched through so well the first two times. Got a hanging breaking ball and drove in 2 runs. Swing and a miss with a fastball. He struck him out. 13 strikeouts, but the Phillies had an inning. 2 runs, 2 hits, and a walk. No errors, 1 left. Now the Cubs have got to go to work all over again. We go to the 8th inning, tied 3-3.
Hans Kessler, brewmaster for Augsburger Beer.
Howdy. There are a lot of beer drinkers who taste our Augsburger beer and think it is one of those expensive imports. Those dang warmits don't believe beer this good can be brewed in America. Well, Pilgrim, listen, and listen good. Augsburger is brewed right here in Monroe, Wisconsin. And buckaroos, it has the same great old world taste as the best imports. Augsburger has won taste tests in Chicago, San Francisco, Kansas City, and it is ranked #1 in the Great American Beer Book. So, partner, to any beer that thinks they can match Augsburger's great taste, I say, this here town ain't big enough for the both of us.
Danny, the baseball game was last week. No one cares anymore. But I was safe. You were out. My dad says he got a picture of it. You'll see I was safe.
Catch baseball's great moments from Color VR 400 color print film. It can stop sports heroes in their tracks.
Okay, here's the picture. Were you safe? Look, let's be mature about this. It's not who wins or loses. It's how you play the game. You were out.
Kodak, because time goes by.
We go to the 8th inning, and Rick Shue, who ran for Schmidt, stays in the game to play third base. So the Cubs, who had led from the 2nd inning into the 7th, now find themselves in a 3-3 tie. The Pittsburgh Pirates beat Montreal 3-0 in a low-hit game on both sides. A tough loss for Rogers. He pitched a 3-hitter and got beat. But Williams pitched a 4-hit shutout as the Pirates beat Montreal 3-0 in front of 12,000 on a holiday in Montreal. That gives you a sign of the times as to what's going on up there, and one of the reasons they probably changed managers. Gary Matthews with a walk, a homer, and in the first inning, Schmidt made a great play on him. So the Sarge is 1 for 2, a homer and a run batted in. Now has 10 homers and 67 ribbies. Here's the pitch by Anderson, just outside of ball. On deck, Durham, Moreland in the hole. You've got the 3, 4, 5 headers up here to try to do something about putting the Cubs back in front. Up high inside, 2 balls and no strikes. We are in the 8th. Matthews waiting a moment. Anderson in relief delivers. Swing and a miss. Didn't have a good cut. He got fooled. 2 balls and a strike. 29,243 here, of which 28,162 paid. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cubs have out hit him 6-3, way inside under the knees, and it's 3-2. Dunier, Matthews, Say, Sutcliffe. Boa has 2 hits. High fly ball, shallow right field. Second baseman out. Right fielder over and makes the play as he goes across the line. It was in fair territory when it hit his glove. Umpire making sure everybody knows that. That's why he points even though the catch is made. In case he drops the ball, then you stop any argument as to whether it was a fair or foul ball. Long running catch by Russell. So Matthews out, 1 away in the 8th. Brings up Leon Durham. The ball is 0 for 3, but got credit for a run batted in the 3rd inning. That was a big job of pitching in that inning by Denny, because the bases were loaded at the time, and only the 1 run scored on the Durham bounce out. A base hit there could have blown it open, and that right now would have looked very big, wouldn't it? Instead, we're tied 3-3. A looping pop out to the shortstop on a broken bat. To Jesus there, 2 down. out of that one, and it was catchable by De Jesus. Catches it in shallow left center, about 40 feet behind second base, and it's 2 down. Here is Keith Moreland looking for his first hit of the game. He's bounced out twice and struck out swinging. That was all against the starter, Denny. Now he's looking at the reliever, Larry Anderson, for the first time today. 2 away, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Tried to chuck it and couldn't. Matthews flying to shallow right. Durham popping to short. 2 up, 2 down in the 8th. Now the pitch. Took something off of a breaking ball. Dropped low. Count even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Moreland making him wait a moment. Now he's back up in there waiting. Here's the 1-1. Low outside into the dirt. Say would be next. Say homered in the 2nd. Matthews homered in the 5th. In between, Durham drove in Sutcliffe in the 3rd. Schmidt homered in the 5th for the Phillies. In the 7th, a walk, a double, and a 2-run single by Virgil tied it. Swing and a miss. 2-2 to Moreland. Anderson pitching very well here in relief. He gave up a leadoff double to Boa, but now he's come back and retired 5 in a row. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big game for both clubs, more so for the Phillies, because they're 8.5 games back. So that comeback for them was big. Low outside, and it is 3-2 to the Cowboys. Keith Moreland. Moreland stepping out, taking a practice swing. Now he's back up in there. Stretch, the pitch. Swinging, fly ball center. Won't carry. Hayes back about 4 steps. 3 up, 3 down. Fly ball to straightaway center. Moreland is out. So are the Cubs. We're in the middle of the 8th, and we're tied 3-3.
The X-Market IJ Food Liner and Ben Franklin's store will be open Labor Day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Stock up on Posey County Red Ripe watermelons, $1.39 each. Family pack ground beef, 3-pound or more package, $1.09. Showboat pork and beans, 300 can, 3 for 99 cents. Sunshine Crispy Crackers, 1-pound box, limit 1 with coupon from their circular, 39 cents. The X-Market IJ Food Liner and Ben Franklin store open daily 8 until 9, Sunday 8 until 8, and Monday and Tuesday are double coupon day. If your car, truck, or van has lost its pep, power, speed, and performance, then perhaps it needs a summer tonic. Drive in to J.L. Silky's Standard, your self-service station, Meyer Center, Boonville, junction of 61 and 62 highways, and fill her up with Standard Blue Ribbon gasoline. Notice the additional speed, performance, power, and smoothness of your car, truck, or van engine. J.L. Silky, your Standard distributor, also has farm service for gasolines, oils, fuel needs, lubricants, greases, and so forth. You can always depend on the Standard people for quality service. J.L. Silky, your area Standard distributor.
Bottom of the 8th, Sutcliffe, who has pitched a 3-hitter but is involved in a tie at 3, will be looking at Ivan De Jesus. Now the pitcher is due up next, and they've got Holland throwing in their bullpen.
Yeah, which means that they may pinch hit if De Jesus doesn't get on base. If he does get on base, the way Anderson's going, they may leave him in the sacrifice.
De Jesus stepping in, batting for the first time in this game. Against the Cubs this year, he's had a good year. 15 for 48, 5 runs batted in, 313 average against the Cubs in 84 for the former Cubs shortstop. Here's the first pitch to him, and it's a strike called over the outside corner at the knees. Getting to the point where we'll need a break for you here in a moment, and we'll get it in when we can. De Jesus batting. Anderson on deck at the moment. Here's the pitch. Low. A ball and a strike. Remember tomorrow night when we'll be on at 6:10 with the Jim Fry Show. It'll be Scott Sanderson against the lefty, Steve Carlton. That's why you'd really like to win this, baby. Then tomorrow night, no matter what happened, you'd leave town with them still behind you by 8.5. Here's the 1-1. Swinging and lining it down the right side foul. Durham tried to go across the line and grab it, but it was hit too hard and it was slicing away from him.
Now, both Durham at first and Say at third will be guarding the line.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, what a game we've got going for you here on Labor Day. For Lou Boudreau, I'm Milo Hamilton. I hope you're enjoying it as you listen to Cubs radio as far west as Coolidge, Arizona, as far south as Miami, and all over the Midwest. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sutcliffe ready. A right-hander pumps and brings it. Swings at a foul way up to the right side, out of play. Tonight, the Mets will be in St. Louis. They've got Darling ready for Andahar. Sutcliffe has pitched into the 8th. They have used starter Denny and reliever Anderson. Score tied at 3 as De Jesus leads off the 8th. Sign given by Jody Davis. Sutcliffe ready. And a 1-2 pitch. Way outside with a breaking ball, 2-2. Frazier is throwing again in the Chicago bullpen. He threw in that 7th when the Philly uprising came. He's throwing again already in this inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sutcliffe looks down in, gets the sign, shakes off the first sign, has the one he likes, delivers, swinging, tapper to the mound. Sutcliffe comes off, gets it, throws him out, 1 away. A little high bouncer, about halfway between the mound and first base. They will now go to their bench, and it'll be Len Matusik.
Matusik, big left-handed hitter, hitting .249. He has 11 home runs with 38 RBIs.
Matusik hurt the Cubs as a pinch hitter earlier this year. He homered off Stoddard. And that was right here at the Vet back on the 24th of July. It put them ahead 3-2, and it won the game. It was in the 7th inning, and it turned out to be the winning run. So Matusik batting with nobody on and 1 away. Now that they've gotten Oliver, his playing time has been cut. Here's the pitch from Sutcliffe. Breaking ball, strike call. Bennett over the outside corner, letter high. Matusik against the Cubs. 8 for 32. 2 home runs against them. Hit the other one off Ruthven. And he's a .250 hitter against the Cubs this year. He's been around. He's not a young player anymore. About 28, I believe. That's a ball with something off of it away. When they didn't get Dan Dreesen, he went to Montreal instead from Cincy. Looked like Matusik then would play first all the time. Then they went after Oliver here a few days ago from the Giants. 1 ball, 1 strike. The windup by Sutcliffe, and here it comes. Low outside of ball. 2-1.
He's losing it very quickly now, in my observation. He fell off of that mound that particular time. He's been out there, and every pitch has meant so much to him, so it has to take something away from him.
Add something to this, too, Lou, that's deceiving. Now, when we say he struck out 13, that also builds up pitches.
3 pitches or more if they foul off a pitch.
Not like getting a guy on 1 or 2 where he bounces out, pops up, or flies out. Here's the 2-1. Breaking pitch, strike call with something off of it. Fooled him right in across the letters. 2-2. Nobody on base. De Jesus started the inning by hitting a high bouncer that Sutcliffe came off the mound, played, and threw him out. Cubs have out hit him 6-3, but the score is tied at 3-3. And we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Sutcliffe ready. Here's the 2-2 to Matusik. Swinging fouled over here to the left under the press box. Len Matusik batting for Anderson. So Holland will be the new pitcher when we go to the 9th. He's been having his troubles lately. In the bottom of the 4th in Chicago, White Sox 2, Oakland 2. Walker hit his 19th in that game. Hit it in the first with a man on. It gave the White Sox a brief lead, but Oakland came back with a run in the second to tie it. Still anybody's race over in that division. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is number 14. Ties his career high that he set earlier this year against the Cardinals.
Yes, indeed. And he went after a bad pitch, helping us out.
Here is Samuel. I'm wondering the way this game is going, even if it is tied, if Fry might go to a different pitcher in the 9th.
Well, if we get something started, I'm quite sure he will try to get that lead run or runs.
Sutcliffe is due up 4th in the 9th. Here is the pitch to Samuel. Showed bunt, took a strike over the outside corner.
In fact, he may pinch hit for Boa also.
0-1. Samuel's been up 3 times, struck out 3 times. As he is headed toward the rookie strikeout record. He's struck out a flock of them, boy. Here's the 0-1 on the way from Sutcliffe. Big breaking pitch down and away a ball. How many times has Samuel struck out now with the 3 today, good kid? 1 ball, 1 strike.
140 times.
That's a flock of them.
Boy, anyhow, that's a flock.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a high foul way out of play up to the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Remember, after our game, of course, we'll be looking at the other games that are going and look at tonight's schedule. Let's get in a break right here on the WGN Chicago Cubs Baseball Network.
WBNL-FM, Boonville, Indiana. Magic Chef Cooling and Heating Products are available at R.H. McCain Incorporated, Old Rockford Road. See the ultra-high efficiency products from Magic Chef. Call Scott or Dick McCain, 897-0346.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's 15 and a new career high for Sutcliffe.
Yes, sir, and 4 times for Samuel.
3 up, 3 down. But he struggled. That inning was not as easy as it may sound.
Oh, he threw a lot of pitches.
We will go to the 9th inning trying to break ahead again. We're tied at 3.
We can't show you here how artistic Camaro High Output Z28 looks. So we're going to let you listen to a little performing artistry instead. Get ready. You're about to go for a ride on the test track. 5 liters of available high-output V8 power. 190 horses at 4,800 RPM. 240 foot-pounds of torque at 3,200 RPM. An advanced suspension system linked to 15-inch aluminum wheels and sticky Goodyear Eagle GTs that swallow up the blacktop. A shape that looks like it belongs on a racetrack, and a cockpit that puts you in command of the road. If you've got a taste for the performing arts, you're going to like this car. Camaro High Output Z28.
When your home becomes a cold weather haven for warm weather insects, get rid of them with Ortho Home Pest Insect Control from True Value Hardware Stores. Hi, Pat Summerall to say this Ortho product contains a professional strength insecticide that effectively kills roaches, ants, fleas, and other pests. Ortho Home Pest Insect Control is available in a ready-to-use gallon jug with a convenient trigger sprayer for quick, easy application. See all the quality Ortho products available at participating True Value Hardware Stores and home centers.
Come back on some Boo Birds for Al Holland. He's finding out it's another year and another time because his 5.9 record that you're going to hear in the stats from Lou and the earned run average is piled up on him.
Yes, it is. The earned run average is 3.17. This is his 65th appearance. He has 28 saves. He's pitched 96 and 2/3 innings, allowed 76 hits and 34 runs. But he has allowed 13 home runs to be hit off of his servings. He's walked 28 while striking out 61.
He's facing the Cubs for the 7th time this year. 2 wins, 1 loss. So he's 5-1 in his career. He has saved 3 games in his games against the Cubs this year. In those 6 appearances, 9 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs all earned. Walked 5, one of those intentionally, struck out 7. He's thrown some gopher balls to the Cubs, too. Ronsay, the batter, he homered in the 2nd inning. He's thrown 3 gopher balls. 1 to Moreland, another 1 to Moreland, and 1 to Say. Here's the first pitch to the Penguins. Swinging a foul back. Oh, he was sitting on that fastball. Ninth inning tied 3-3. The Cubs had a 3-0 lead. Phillies battled back. The 2-run 7th tied it, and Virgil had the hit that brought the 2 runs in that did it. Schmidt had homered earlier. The Cubs have gotten homers out of Say and Matthews. Here's the pitch to Say. Bounced it up there. That was a 55-foot slider.
I must say, it had that those 2 runs came in after quite a delay over a bat that may be illegal or may be legal, and Sutcliffe had quite a rest out there without throwing a pitch.
Here's the pitch on the way. Down low. 2 balls and a strike. Pittsburgh shut out Montreal. Steve Rogers has been struggling, pitched the whale of the game, and got shut out. I guess when you're having a bad year, you have a bad year.
That's right. Whether you're a pitcher or an infielder or an outfielder.
Down low again. 3 balls and a strike. So the fireman of the year finding out that he's in the same category as an Easter egg hunt and Santa Claus in Philadelphia. Three and 1. Say waiting. Stretch pitch by Holland. Swing and a foul. Oh, off an instep, and the Penguin took the brunt of that one.
That's really painful, those kind of injuries.
Now it's a full count. Milwaukee leading Boston in the middle innings by a run. Oh, you remember on Labor Day, it always used to be day games, and for the most part, the last doubleheader of the year. Yeah. Those days are gone, my man. 4th of July, Memorial Day. You don't play many doubleheaders, and the most of them you do are necessitated by rainouts. I think the Penguin took so much of that Tony Garofalo may have to freeze that baby with a dear old Ethel.
He's doing that.
The ethyl chloride will make it feel better now, but wait till tomorrow morning.
Well, I don't believe he'll go to any dancing tonight.
All right. He's still not comfortable on it, is he? Yeah, when he leaves the park after this game, he'll have one of Tony's ice bags with him. To the only hotel in the league where you have to pay for ice. Kills the good kid.
Yeah.
$3 for a bucket of ice?
Terrible.
Here's the pitch. Way high, ended up walking him. Say is on. And we'll get a runner. Cotto will run for Say. You're going to bring Claude Osteen out too, good kid.
And Campbell's starting to warm up now in the bullpen.
Gary Woods is also out because you thought perhaps I had mentioned that Sutcliffe was due up 4th, and you pointed out that Boa was due up 3rd. They might pinch it for him too, and Gary Woods is out there.
I think that Owen will remain with Holland with Cotto running because of the left-handed pitcher facing that runner at first. If he brings in Campbell, he can be run upon, and so far as getting a stolen base. But if Holland loses Davis, or if Cotto gets the second, we may see a change of pitchers.
All right, Jody Davis 0 for 3. Throw over to first, not in time. Al Oliver playing first base, holding against Cotto. You got the leadoff hitter on in the ninth with a tie game, 3-3. Now Cotto moves back as Holland faked the throw over. Stretch, the pitch. Showed the bunt high inside of ball. Gary Woods is on deck. He'll bat for Boa. So you'll need a new left side of your infield when you go to the bottom of the inning. You got Roan and Verizon both available. Now another fake throw over to first. Henry Cotto, who in the last month or so has become quite a favorite. Here's the pitch. Scored away to bunt, took it inside a ball, and it's 2-0. And you know how those players dub those players with names? They call him Rico. I said, what's that for? Rico Cardi? And he says, no, Puerto Rico. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Squared away to bunt, low inside, ball 3. Now, standing with hands on hips. He walked the leadoff batter, say Cotto's running for him. He's fallen behind Jody. Here's the pitch. Squared away to bunt, takes the fastball at the letters of strike.
Now 3-1. We'll see how Jimmy Fry plays this. Whether he continues to try to sacrifice or he lets Jody Davis swing away.
3 balls and 1 strike. Cotto is out to the edge of the carpet. Here's the pitch, swinging away, fouls it back.
Takes the bunt away right now. Jody's got to trade it in for a base hit.
This is the case where Jody's got to pick himself up.
Yes, indeed. Right here. Cotto may be off with the pitch. He's got to be careful not to get picked off.
3 balls, 2 strikes. He's got to read him carefully. Now Holland steps away from the rubber. And with that, Jody steps out a moment. Full count, nobody out, runner first base. Good speed, Cotto. A look over by Holland. He's running. The pitch, swinging a foul back. And he's going.
Yes, he'll be moving. He did not get a good break on that particular pitch, but Holland is tough to get a great break on. You have to be sure that the ball is on its way to the plate before you take off.
All right, Cotto back to first base. Jody will get another payoff pitch. We're in the 9th inning, and we're tied at 3. The look over to first by Holland. Runner going, way high a ball. 2 men on, nobody out. So Holland has walked the first 2.
In this situation, okay, I'll let it stand.
Gary Woods will bat for Boa. Woods stepping in, 2 teammates aboard, and Davey Lopes is on deck. He's going to make his first appearance as a pinch hitter. Woods batting .250, 3 homers, 9 runs batted in. Now here comes Paul Owen. Gary Woods has only batted 8 times against the Phillies, and that was the 2 games he started against Carlton. He's 2 for 8 with no RBIs. And Owens wants Virgil to come out. He's going to talk to him before he talks to Holland.
Well, Owens stayed in the dugout to make Fry make the first move. When he put in Woods, then Owen came out, and he perhaps will make a change right now. So that means Fry, if he wants to, will have to use 2 men, unless he wants to leave Woods in there to bunt.
Well, Bill Campbell is trotting in from the bullpen. Holland pitched to 2 men and walked them both. He continues to struggle. And as Campbell heads toward the mound, we've got a pitching change in Philadelphia. We'll be back to talk about it right after this message.
my Chevrolet, I'm really feeling good.
Move out in an S10 pickup. The short wheelbase two-wheel drive S10 pickup has a tough-to-beat price starting at only $5,990. And this isn't some stripped-down little turkey. It's a tough Chevy S10 with double-wall construction, lots of zinc-protected steel, and all-season radial tires.
There's not a better feeling among the USA than rolling down the highway in my Chevrolet. That's my Chevy.
The S10 price of $5,990 is based on manufacturer's suggested retail price, including dealer prep. Tax, license, destination charges, and available equipment additional.
Hello again, everybody. This is Harry Carey. A leaking faucet can waste large amounts of water each year, so replace it with one of True Value Hardware Store's Master Plumber faucets, made of durable brass with a triple-plated chrome finish. Choose their two-handle lavatory faucet for only $14.95, or the Master Plumber two-handle kitchen faucet for only $17.95 at participating True Value Hardware Stores and home centers.
The new pitcher is Bill Campbell. He is the second pitcher of the inning and the fourth in the game for the Phillies.
Campbell has won 6, lost 4. He has a 2.92 earned run average. This is his 54th game. He only has one save. He's pitched 77 innings, allowed 61 hits, 25 runs. 2 home runs have been hit off of his servings. He has walked 32 while striking out 51.
He's facing the Cubs, the team he was with the last couple of years, for the 6th time this year. No wins, no losses, one save. He saved one for Holland in a 2-1 12-inning victory at Wrigley Field on the 31st of July. He had one really horrible outing. It was right here on the 3rd of June when he walked 6 batters in an inning. So Campbell is on. Woods will still be the pinch hitter. They're expecting the bunt. Oliver's halfway up to home plate now. Squared away to bunt. Bunts it to third, and Oliver tumbled over the line and only had the one play, so Woods does what he was sent up there to do.
Yes, indeed. Oliver, I thought, was charging
to throw to third.
And he tripped or stumbled and had to make the play himself to tag Woods.
Bosley will bat for Sutcliffe. Well, if he could get the hits, the runs that belong to Big Rick.
Yes, indeed. It'll help, I'll tell you. They may walk him, just hoping for a pop-up for a double play by Denier.
Dan Bosley will be the pinch hitter. Bosley's only batted, they're going to walk him. Bosley's only batted twice this year against the Phillies, and he's 1 for 2 against them, but he won't get a chance to swing here. George Frazier has come down from the bullpen. He'll be the Cub pitcher in the bottom of the 9th. So it'll be up to Bobby Denier as to whether Rick Sutcliffe will have a chance to win his 14th game. Because it'll be up to him with the bases loaded. This is going to be the 3rd walk of the inning. 5th walk to the Cubs in the game. The first of the 5 to be intentional. And Soup Campbell, whose big pitch is his screwball, and he throws it to righties and lefties alike. And Bosley trotting down to first with the bases loaded. Now, let's see, you got good speed at third, Cotto. Sorry, Jody, but not much speed at second. And good speed at first in Bosley.
You'd say you're right, Milo.
The reason I bring that up is because if Denier hits a gapper, Bosley will be right on Jody's shirt tail. The main thing here is for Denier to put this ball in play.
Yes, and don't eliminate the thought of a squeeze.
That's right, with Denier up there in a good speedster, Cotto at third. Infield up all the way around. Denier had a double in the first, then sent his line to left, bounced to third, and struck out swinging. The stretch by Campbell, the pitch to Denier. Inside at the knees of ball. Boy, that was close. Campbell looking in, and I don't blame him.
I don't either. I don't know where the pitch was, but he wanted that as a strike.
Campbell ready, stretching, a runner on every base. Swing, bouncer, foul, third base side. Cotto third, Davis second, Bosley first. 3 walks in the inning and a sacrifice. There's only one away. A fly ball could break the tie. A base hit could give you an inning. Sutcliffe's 15 strikeouts find a place in the Cub record book. Here's the pitch to Denier. Strike ball, off-speed pitch. 1-2. Jack Feaster holds the Cub record of 17 in 1906 against the Cardinals. But ties Dick Trott, Bert Hooton, and Tom Hughes at 15. So, entered into some history right there.
Got to get this ball to the outfield, Denier.
Right here is Bobby Denier, waiting on a 1-2 from Campbell. Teammate on every base, 1 out. Stretched by Campbell. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a foul way up to the right side over the press box. Denier 1 for 4 in this game. Sandberg due up next. Denier steps back up in there. Campbell, the 4th Philadelphia pitcher of the day. Cubs batting in the 9th inning. They had a 3-0 lead. At the moment, they're tied at 3. Chance to get back in front here. Denier waiting. The pitch. Swing! And he's striking out with an off-speed breaking pitch.
Boy, he chased the bad pitch that time. Well, let's see if Sandberg can pick up his teammate right here.
Well, here we are with Ryan Sandberg, who's had the fabulous year, has a chance to add to the sparkling 84 in this game situation. Bases are loaded, 2 away. Sandberg hitless in the game. 2 great plays robbed him of hits. 1 in the first for the pitcher, 1 in the 5th by Schmidt, who was then playing third. He's been on base once. He walked in the 3rd inning officially. He's 0 for 3. Sandberg facing Campbell. The stretch, the pitch. Inside a ball. Well, that was close, too. Gross throwing in their bullpen. Nobody throwing in the Cub bullpen. Frazier has already come out of the pen, and he is in the dugout waiting to pitch the bottom of the 9th. If you're going to get Sutcliffe into the win column today, Sandberg has to deliver here. Smashed to the 3rd baseman. Runs to the bag. Side retired. It's the 2nd time on this trip that the Cubs have been given the bases loaded with walks and did not score. It happened in Atlanta.
Yeah, we left a golden opportunity to go by right there. And too bad for Rick Sutcliffe, because he pitched an outstanding game.
Strike out 15 and not get a verdict. No runs, no hits, no errors, 3 walks, 3 left. Frazier will be the new pitcher. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We're tied 3-3.
At Boonville Dairy Queen, we treat you right. Stop in soon for your favorite DQ treats and those mouth-watering DQ Brazier foods, including DQ's famous chili dog. Many flavors of hard ice cream is available too. And after the game, why not treat the whole family to a DQ Double Delight? Mounds of delicious DQ ice cream topped with hot fudge, butterscotch, whipped cream, and pecans. Head for Boonville Dairy Queen, Highway 62 West. Let White's Painting perform a touch of magic on your home this summer. Call White's Painting to zap the old drab look of tired colors. Presto! Put new freshness in your home with a professional painting job by White's Painting. Why should you have to hassle with the painting chore when White's Painting can do the job to meet your standards in a snap? For your painting, interior and exterior needs, and wallpapering needs too, call 897-1557. With 15 years of experience, White's Painting.
This is it, Tri-State, so please listen closely.
Up to $2,200 off on 84 demos.
And many sold at actual invoice. Brass hat factory exec units fully equipped and low mileage up to $2,000 off.
Conversion van starting at $14,945.
And get this, all remaining convertibles at closeout prices. But hurry, these won't last. Only at Cook's Cheyenne, the real beater.
We're number 1.
As we go to the bottom of the 9th, other than Frazier being the new pitcher, Cotto stays in the game, plays right. Moreland moves from right field to third. Verizor is the new shortstop.
Well, we want to give credit, whether it's a Cub, whether it's opposition or an ex-Cub, Milo. And we have to give a lot of credit to Campbell, coming in there in a tough spot, and he did an exceptionally great job.
You are right.
Frazier's won 3, lost 2, 3.35 run average. This is his 28th game. He has 3 saves. He's pitched 51 innings, allowed 42 hits, 19 runs. 3 home runs have been hit off of his servings. He's walked 21 while striking out 44.
You'll be looking at Jeff Stone, who's 0 for 3, and here's the pitch by Frazier. He bunts it up the first base line. He will beat it out. Oh, he can fly. We have heard that that's what he could do best, and he just does it. Now the throw got by the first baseman, and the runner went by the bag, and Jody says, "Can I tag him?"
Well, the Cubs thought he made a motion to go towards second base because Johnson, the coach, was waving go. The toss from Durham got past Frazier. But let me tell you, there was a beautifully executed drag bunt. Stone had Frazier beaten off the mound when he had made contact with the ball with the bat.
Yeah, he just showed you why they talk about him being a bunter and how he can use that speed. That's a base hit. So they've got a fast man at first with nobody out, and here is Von Hayes. Frazier is facing the Phillies for the 5th time. No wins, no losses, no saves. He's had 2 good outings and 1 not so good. Here's the pitch. Swinging, a bouncer to Durham. Fire to the shortstop. And the throw took the riser toward third base. He had to fall down and catch the ball, and he did. He stayed right with it.
A great play by Verizon. The ball was tailing away from him, coming from a left-handed thrower at first base. And when that ball tails away from a shortstop, it's tough play to catch that ball and keep your foot on the bag. He had to dive for that ball and then laid all over second base.
Shue will be the batter, Rick Shue. I don't want this guy to be the Ed Sullivan of the day. I don't want any big shoes here, boy. I tell you, this guy had a big night here last night, helped them win a game. Rick Shue will be batting. He's had 2 hits since he came up from Portland. He got them both last night. One was a homer, and he drove in 3 runs. Right-hand batter, bounced from a crouch. Hayes is the runner at first, and you got to take care of him because he just pushed him back because he runs very well. He's got a flock of stolen bases.
He has 38.
Shue batting with a runner at first. Hayes clear out on the carpet by a half a stride. Throw to first, not in time. Remember, after the game, the scoreboard, and after that on WGN, our flag station, Uncle Bobby Collins will come along and take you up to Sports Central at 6:30. Here's the pitch. Swinging, looping pop, and Sandberg will drop back and make the play. He made a good pitch on him.
Yes, he did. Hit him on the fist as he tried to go to right field with that ball.
That will bring up Al Oliver, who definitely has a different bat. The last one they took away from him was black. This one is the regular color.
Yeah, the black one was corked. And Fromming, the plate umpire, after he doubled, took it away from him. That's when the argument started. And the umpires have not judged whether it was illegal or not, but they did take the bat away, and they took it to their dressing room for examination. As they did that, just to recount, Fry protested the ball game.
All right, here is Oliver, 1 for 3, a double in the 7th, and he scored the tying run. Scored right after Shue, the pinch runner, on a base hit by Ozzie Virgil. Stretch by Frazier. Throw to first. Oh, good stop of a low throw in the dirt by Durham.
Great play by Durham. Not only was that low into the dirt, but he had to cross in front of the runner, Hayes.
Von Hayes at first base. 2 outs, 9th inning. Cubs about hit him 6-4. Score tied at 3. There have been no errors. Here's the pitch to Oliver, high and away a ball. And you got to watch Oliver, too, because he can hit that outside pitch to the opposite field. You've seen him do it 100 times.
Yeah, he's a dangerous hitter.
Lee Smith throwing in the Chicago bullpen. Stretch by Frazier. Pitch on the way. Swinging, bounce foul right side.
Several thoughts, Marlowe, are going through Owen's mind, the manager of the Phillies. If I attempt to steal and he's thrown out, I lose the bat of Oliver in this inning. If he makes the attempt of steal successfully and the Cubs walk Oliver, I lose his bat. But then I have Virgil. So this is going through Owen's mind.
1 ball, 1 strike. Frazier to the belt, checks the runner at first and steps away. Because Hayes always takes that big lead. He gets about a half a stride out under that carpet.
He's long-legged, and his first stride is about 6 feet.
He could eat up some real estate. Here's the pitch. Down low a ball, and it's 2-1.
Well, you know, Jody Davis is looking for a steal. He's coming out of his crouch position very quickly, ready to fire the ball to second base.
Gone to the 5th inning at 35th and Shields. White Sox 2, Oakland 2. Check in on all the afternoon games on the scoreboard. Here's the pitch. Swinging. Fly ball. Center. Easy play. Denier. Under it. Extra innings at the vet. So the leadoff single by the fast man Stone. The key was Hayes' ball that forced Stone, and then Frazier got out of it with no further trouble. So we'll go to the 10th. Milo Hamilton and Lou Boudreau with Cubs Radio. What a Labor Day treat we have for you here today. 3-3 tie.
There's no business like show business. Prove it to yourself with a Hyatt Theater weekend that's sheer madness at Hyatt Regency, Chicago. For only $99 a couple, you can enjoy a night's luxury accommodations at Chicago's premier hotel. Champagne upon arrival, parking, plus tickets to sheer madness at the Mayfair Theater. It's a smash hit comedy whodunit, where the audience plays armchair detective. Chicago Magazine says you'll love every minute, but you'll love the entire weekend. For just $99 per couple, any Friday or Saturday night, subject to availability. A most unforgettable weekend at Chicago's most memorable hotel, Hyatt Regency, Chicago. Weicker Drive at Michigan Avenue. For more information or reservations for the Hyatt Theater weekend, call toll-free at 800-228-9000. 800-228-9000.
Gordon Johncock for STP oil treatment.
Everybody knows I use STP on the track, but I also depend on it off the track.
Right, Gordy. Even in ordinary driving, heat and stress can break apart your oil's protective molecules. That's motor oil breakdown. STP fortifies your oil with extra lubricants and anti-wear agents. Give your engine added protection you can depend on.
Fight motor oil breakdown with STP oil treatment.
To the 10th inning, and let's see how these two clubs have done in extra inning games.
Well, the Cubs are 8 victories, 2 defeats in extra inning games, while Philadelphia, 3 victories, 8 defeats.
All right. Campbell, who did the excellent job that Good Kid talked about, and he really did in that 9th inning, will pitch in the 10th against Matthews, Durham, and Moreland. We've got the rest of this week to go on this long road trip. Finish here tomorrow night, then 2 in Montreal, and 3 over the weekend at New York. And home a week from today.
We haven't had a breather yet, buddy.
Oh, we don't have any rocking chairs, do we?
No, every one of them.
And when we come home, a 10-game homestand against Philadelphia, Montreal, New York, and Pittsburgh, the 10th through the 20th. Here's the pitch to Matthews, too tight under the letters of ball. Then close out the regular season at home against the Cardinals, 3-game series, 28th through the 30th. 1 ball, no strikes to Matthews. He's had a walk and a homer. Swing and a miss. A ball and a strike. In the 8th inning, hit a fly ball down the right field line that Russell made a long run for and made the catch. Shallow right over near the line. Here's the pitch. Scroogey swing and a miss. I told you he'll throw him to anybody, lefty or righty.
He come right overhand with that screwball, and it broke sharply down. Looked like it was going to be built high over the plate.
Campbell, the 4th Philly pitcher, delivers. Up high, and it's 2-2. The 9-inning totals: Cubs, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Home runs by Say and Matthews. Phillies, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Home run by Schmidt. Here's the pitch. Swinging, high bouncer, shortstop, got to come over to the bag. Had to leap, had to throw. And hauled him out on a very, very, very close play.
I think Matthews was coming down on that last big stride. He was coming down to hit the bag when the ball beat him. It was that close.
Oh, you talk about an eyelash. That was it. Oh, was that close. The ball that jumped up onto Jesus and jumped a bit behind him, you thought maybe that was going to be enough to let him beat the play. DeJesus made a heck of a recovery on that ball. Ball to Durham, 1-0. Durham is 0 for 4. He drove in a run with a bounce out to second in the third inning. One away in the 10th. Campbell ready. Here's the pitch. Down low a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Oakland had an inning at Chicago, huh, Lou?
Yes, they picked up 3 runs on the White Sox in the top of the 5th inning.
Here's the pitch. Swinging. Line drive. Right field. Right fielder over. He caught it with his glove on the AstroTurf. Sliding along and got it just before it hit the turf.
I don't believe it. By golly, I don't believe it. It was that close. That ball was sinking. I don't know. Vukovic is arguing a little bit and hollering. Let me tell you, that was close. He came in with a sinking line drive off of Durham's bat. Got the glove out there, but that ball, I thought, hit the dirt before it hit the glove.
It did. The replay shows it.
That's how it looked to me, because the ball was sinking so quickly. And the second base umpire called the play quick. Russell gave him a pretty good fake, too. Good act.
Here is Moreland, 0 for 4. First pitch to him is a ball.
Don't want to get excited. As I was saying, Oakland came up with 3 runs.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
They lead 5-2 over the White Sox at the end of 5.
And here we're tied at 3. A couple of sparkling plays, and both were borderline. Strike call. The play at first was bang, bang. They called him out. The play in the right field looked on the replay like he trapped it. Looked like it bounced on the turf into his glove. Only the replay could tell it up here because from that distance, there's a strike. And it's 1-2 to Moreland. Keith looking for his first hit in the game. There haven't been many. 10 in the game. 6 for the Cubs, 4 for the Phillies. Soup Campbell ready. Now he steps away. Now they're both in there. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging and fouls it up to the right side. I think he broke his bat. He hit it right off the end.
Screwball outside. Boy, hit it right on the end of the bat. Got some bees in those wrists of his.
So he'll go back and get a new War Club. Cotto is on deck. Moreland will stop in the on-deck circle and work on the bat handle. All right, now Moreland back up in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on in front of him, 2 away. Now the pitch. Swinging and another foul down to the right side.
Well, I've never seen Campbell come sidearm as much as he's been doing to Cubs right-handed hitters. And
well, you remember early in the year he was struggling a little. Maybe Clyde Osteen got him to adjust a little.
I think so.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging, fly ball, center, easy play. He is waiting. 3 up, 3 down. Cubs didn't get any breaks. From first base umpire Davidson or second base umpire Quick in that inning, but nothing you can do about it. We'll go to the bottom of the 10th, still tied 3-3.
Think all realtors are alike? Listen to an expert talk about Realty World.
Every couple of years, my husband gets transferred, we pull up stakes. So we're trying to sell the old house after making a commitment on the new one.
George Frazier getting ready to work his second inning as we go to the bottom of the 10th, and Ozzie Virgil, who had the big 2-out, 2-run single in the 7th that tied it, that eventually held up and sent it into extra innings, will be leading it off in the 10th. Oakland now leading the White Sox 8-2 and still batting. A 3-run homer by Langsford, his 12th of the year. Still batting in the 6th at 35th and Shields. Virgil 1 for 3, 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Frazier. Strike call. Came 3/4 with a breaking ball. Started it off inside, broke across the inside corner.
You can't make a mistake here. This man has 18 home runs.
And Russell has good power, the on-deck hitter. Smashed up the middle, a base hit. Virgil hits an 0-1 pitch between Verizon and the second base bag. Second inning in a row that they've led off with a hit against Frazier. That's 5 hits in the game for the Phillies. And it brings up John Russell, who came into this game with an 8-game hitting streak. He has struck out, line to left, and struck out. That was all against Sutcliffe, who set a personal high in strikeouts with 15.
We're going to have a runner, I believe, for Virgil.
It'll be Wilson, an outfielder. Wilson will run for Ozzie Virgil. And he's running down the line, getting loose. Glenn Wilson.
Get him on the base. He isn't going to warm up. He's taking more time out there. For Frazier. Frazier a little angry now. Gets off the pitching mound.
Yeah, if Owen had thoughts of using him, should have had him get loose down in the runway.
Certainly.
Here's the pitch. Russell squared away to bunt, takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Moreland charging up at third, and Durham up the line at first. So Frazier working in the 10th. Leadoff batter on, and it's Wilson running for Virgil, who got the hit up the middle to start the inning. Here's the pitch. Squared away to bunt again, takes another strike. And the first 2 pitches been down low, and he's tried to bunt him and come up empty twice. No balls, 2 strikes. DeJesus on deck. The stretch, the pitch. Swings, and he drives it a mile, but it is foul. Hit an 0-2 pitch just this side of Jersey.
I don't know whether Frazier or Jody thought he was going to continue to bunt or not. Well, that was a high fastball for him.
Oh, you can be glad this game isn't over.
Boy, and how?
Maybe he was so anxious when he saw that baby coming in there, he got around too quickly and fouled it off. It's still 2 strikes. After that swing, George better come up with that split-fingered fastball here. Wilson with his lead at first. There's nobody out. Bottom of the 10th. 3-3 tie. Here's the pitch. Swings, and he lines it foul again down the left side. Not as far. He's had a couple of pretty good cuts right here. Rainey Martin, recently acquired, is warming up in the Philly bullpen. Former Giant. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. Up under the press box, and it's still 0-2. Cubs 3 runs, 6 hits. Phillies 3 runs, 5 hits. Cubs had a 3-0 lead at one time. Had a chance to win it for Sutcliffe in the 9th inning with the bases loaded and 1 out. But Denier struck out, and Sandberg hit into a force play, and that big opportunity was gone. So Sutcliffe will not win his 12th in a row, despite a record-setting for him strikeout game, 15 strikeouts. Well, that's a tough pill to swallow when you strike out 15 and don't get anything but an appearance.
He never had better stuff or control in that ball game.
All right, ready for an 0-2? Here it comes. Swing and a foul. Got enough of it to get another swing.
Well, he hasn't tried to waste a pitch yet. Now, that's the 4th pitch he's fouled off with a count of 0-2.
Frazier walking around up on the top of the hill. No balls, 2 strikes. Checks the runner at first. From the belt. Swing and a foul back. All right, in that strike zone again.
Boy, and how. And he's had a tremendous swing at those pitches. Seemed to me that we could use this curveball outside, break it out of the strike zone to get Russell. He's pulling away from the plate with his stride, trying to hit one out of here.
and a foul.
Fouled it off, but that was the pitch.
He led Portland in home runs, had 77 runs batted in. Right-hand power hitter up from Portland, John Russell, runner at first. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just inside. Oh, was that close. Russell stepping out of there. He's lucky to get another swing, boy. That really was close. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right-hand hitter waiting. Pinch runner Wilson, first base. Nobody out. The stretch. The pitch. Swing and a foul way up to the right side. Still 1-2. Toronto and New York are going at Yankee Stadium. Leal against Cowley. No score at the end of 2. Leal going for his 14th for the Jays. Cowley 5-1 for the Yankees. One ball, 2 strikes. The big noise sign is on. Here's the pitch on the way. Just inside again, and it's 2-2. Leadoff single by Virgil. Second inning in a row against Frazier since he's been on, because Stone led off with a drag bunt single in the 9th. However, he got out of that jam. But here in the 10th inning, he's had to throw a lot of pitches to John Russell. To Jesus on deck. The stretch and the pitch on the way. Swinging, he jammed him and he fouled it up to the right side. Oh, he fought off a good pitch right there.
Yeah, that was right in on his fist and a good strike.
So Frazier with a new baseball, walking on the first base side of the mound before he goes back up on that hill. Puts that ball to field just right. He's in an extra inning game. Our bullpen has started to work. Looks like Stoddard. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out.
Had a little extra on that fastball away from him.
They're going to go to their bench with Corcoran. A .346 average, 5 homers and 31 runs batted in. Will bat for the Jesus. This is a fellow that did a heck of a job filling in when they were shorthanded this year.
Yes, he did. The good left-handed hitter goes to all fields. Filled in at first base when we were here last trip, I believe. And then right field also.
He's had 2 home runs against the Cubs. He's a .292 hitter against Chicago pitching, with 7 for 24 and 4 runs batted in. Remember when Matusik was out with the broken hand? This fellow did quite a job for them. Tim Corcoran, left-hand pinch hitter. Wilson at first base and only 1 away. Here's the pitch. Swinging, fouled it up to the left side. He came right out of that bench swinging.
Yes, he did.
Now, Bill Campbell is due up next, but they've got Martin still throwing in their bullpen. The Cub bullpen is also busy.
Now, Corcoran is a contact hitter, so Owen may put on a hit and run at any time.
Corcoran had stepped out on Frazier. Wilson does not have a big lead yet at first base. Now steps away. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul pops off to the right side. Jody will pick it up and flip it out to Frazier. I'm surprised Corcoran didn't ask the umpire to look at that one. 0-2. Philadelphia batting in the 10th. Sutcliffe rolled along with a 3-0 lead. Retired the first 12, then Schmidt spoiled that with a homer. Then in the 7th, they got 2 on a hit by Virgil. Here's the pitch. Outside, he wasted that one, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Frazier should know Corcoran pretty well. When he was over in the American League with the Yankees and Cleveland, Corcoran also came out of the American League. He's been around. Here's the stretch pitch to him. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out.
Good curveball away from him.
17 Phillies have struck out, and they're still in this thing. John Walkenfuss, a catcher first baseman, will be the pinch hitter, and Jim Fry knows him real well. He's going to talk about him.
Yeah, he knows him quite well. I think he had him when he managed over in Kansas City. He's talking to Frazier.
Well, he spent his career at Detroit, so he saw plenty of them when he managed at Kansas City. And he's capable of driving one on you. Walkenfuss hit a home run off Trout earlier this year in a game that Trout won handily 11-2. So John Walkenfuss takes the first pitch of ball, and it's 1-0. We have not seen much of him in the games we've played them. There is a ball, and it is 2-0. Walkenfuss has only batted 7 times against the Cubs. 2 hits, one of those the homer we talked about, and he has 3 RBIs against the Cubs. So 2 for 7. Here's the pitch. Low, and it's ball 3. Juan Samuel on deck. Frazier has fallen behind Walkenfuss, who has that exaggerated stance. It's exaggerated close, feet close together. Takes a ball 4. That'll move Wilson into scoring position with 2 away. Oh, he never gave him a pitch anywhere.
Yes, he didn't give him a strike at all.
That'll bring up Juan Samuel, who is 0 for 4. Struck out 4 times, all that against Sutcliffe. Now he'll be looking at Frazier for the first time. Samuel, the leadoff hitter, struck out in the 1st, 4th, 6th, and 8th. Wilson with some speed at second. Represents a tiebreaker, and we're in the 10th. Cubs 3, Phillies 3. Well, this game's had everything you thought it would have. A must game for Philadelphia. They battled back way inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Frazier not happy with the way he delivered that pitch.
No, that slipped right out of his fingers.
One ball, no strike. The pitch. Swing, bouncer, short. Verizor will throw to Sandberg, and that is it in the 10th. You can take your deep breath now. We're going to go to the 11th inning. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, a walk. They leave a couple. And we'll go to the 11th, tied at 3. As we go to the 11th, these changes. Walkenfuss will stay in the game to catch. Rini Martin's the new pitcher, and Kiko Garcia is the new shortstop.
Martin's totals, he's won 1, lost 1, 3.49 earned run average. This is his 15th appearance. He's pitched 28 1/3 innings, allowed 33 hits and 11 runs. 3 home runs off of his servings. He's walked 19 while striking out 10.
Martin came over from the Giants. He appeared in only one game against the Cubs. It was effective. 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. And Henry Cotto will lead it off as we go to the 11th. Right now, let's break it at the top of the hour on the WGN Chicago Cubs Baseball Network.
This is WVNL-FM, Boonville, Indiana. Magic Chef is America's broad line of heating and cooling products. Package units with heat and cooling, plus split systems are available. Call 897-0364, Scott or Dick McCain, R.H. McCain Incorporated, Boonville.
Rainey Martin came up in the Kansas City organization, spent the last couple of years with the Giants, recently became a Philly, and he is their 5th pitcher. Cotto batting for the first time in the game. There's a base hit over the leaping third baseman's head. Cotto will take a big turn at first, then come back as Stone fires it into second. So Henry Cotto starts it off.
Well, third baseman was playing very shallow. Shoe was.
First bunt attempt, I guess.
Yeah, brought him in.
High chopper on the AstroTurf, jumped over the third baseman Shoe. I guess maybe that would be called in the Paul Owens defense today a shoe-in.
Well, he was in.
First hit off Martin. Cubs get their 7th hit of the game. Here's Jody Davis looking for his first hit of the afternoon. Starting to cloud up here. I said earlier, it looked like we get through the day after the threat of rain, we may play into it. So let's get a run here.
All right, we'll get a run or two.
That hit by Cotto, by the way, who has done it the hard way, twice as a pinch hitter, and now after coming into a game extends his hitting streak to 17 straight. Stretch pitch, swung on, squibbles it off the end of the bat down to first base coach John Vukovic. Boy, that's keeping a hitting streak going the hard way, isn't it, Lou?
Yes, it is.
17 straight for Henry Cotto.
Jody Davis was swinging away on that first pitch, so we may have some action on the base paths with Cotto's speed in his favor.
Here he goes. Pitch. And look out. He's going to throw back to first. Well, I tell you, Cotto changed positions and directions in a hurry.
Very quickly.
And Vukovic must have had the foghorn going.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, the reason I thought about it, and so did Fry, is the catcher hasn't had time to warm up, except the 8 pitches that he warmed up the pitcher between innings.
And no throws except the one down to second base.
And you see where he threw that one, very wild, in foul territory at first. So this would be a good time to test him.
A ball and a strike.
Before he warms up.
Cotto back to the edge of the carpet. Takes a break, doesn't go. There's a line drive to the mound, throw to first. 2-away. Phillies get their 94th double play of the year. Jody Davis hit a scalded dog, but right to the mound.
Right to the mound, right over the left shoulder of Martin. All he had to do is reach up with a glove, which he did. Good reaction, and an easy double play.
Here is Reiser batting with nobody on, 2 away. Low outside, a ball. Reiser came on to play in the 9th. There's a bouncer to third. Shoe with it. Fires across and got him. It wasn't an easy play because it bounced off the AstroTurf in the dirt and gave him a tricky bounce.
He played it like a veteran up here.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, double play, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 11th, still all wrapped up 3-3.
Making intelligent trades can really help a ball club. Now, here's a deal Swift will make with you, which will really improve your dinner situation. If you do your own vegetables, Swift International Entree will give you more and better meat than you could ever get from a frozen dinner. Swift doesn't know your favorite vegetables, so they don't include them. Instead, Swift International Entree will give you a full 12 ounces of meat, 2 servings. Certainly that's a super trade. Try the chicken cordon bleu. The finest white meat from the breast is wrapped around tangy Swiss cheese and Canadian bacon. Or try chicken Kiev, the same exquisite chicken stuffed with creamery butter and chives. Both entrees are truly unforgettable experiences. So try putting frozen dinners with all those frozen vegetables aside. Come to the frozen meat section and get more and better meat from Swift International Entree. International
Don't
Entree
ignore your lawn
by
this
Swift.
fall just because you're not outdoors as much. Take time to give it a good feeding before winter. Hi, Pat Summerall to suggest you apply Scott's Turf Builder from True Value Hardware Stores. It's the clean, easy-to-use fertilizer that will help your lawn stay healthy this winter and start out greener and stronger in the spring. Give your lawn a greener future with Scott's Turf Builder, available at participating True Value Hardware Stores and home centers, where you'll find values in every department. Say that Pat Summerall sent you.
George Frazier getting ready to work his third inning. You know, as he looks at Stone, Hayes, and Shue, we see another wrinkle in this game today now, Lou, that'll be a different type of game than we've seen all year because we've gone by the 1st of September. Owen has used stubborn extra men. Fry has used 4 because of all the extra fellas on your squads. You put people in more freely.
Well, Philadelphia has. We've used our men, from our bench.
Right.
Really.
Here is Stone, had a drag bunt single in the 9th, greeted Frazier with that single, and here's the pitch. Swinging, fly ball centered, Denier back, goes a little to his left, and makes the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out, and the Philadelphia 11.
Here's the man you have to be careful of right now.
Von
Hayes, and then Shue.
Hayes is 0 for 4 today, but he's been trouble for the Cubs all year. And coming into this game, Hayes has hit safely in 10 out of his last 12 games. The Cubs and the Phillies in the bottom of the 11th, 3-3 tie. Frazier winding, delivering, outside a bull. It's 1-0. Second and final game of the series tomorrow night, 10 after 6 Chicago time for the Jim Fry Show. Scott Sanderson against lefty Steve Carlton. Here's the 1-0 on the way to Hayes. Strike call over the outside corner at the knees. He was a strikeout victim twice in the total of 15 by Sutcliffe, and both of them, well, I tell you, he had some cuts at him. He eventually looked at a breaking ball over the outside corner in the 7th for strike 3. Here's the pitch. Started after it, laid off in time. Frazier asking where the pitch was. Fleming said a little inside. That was his split-fingered fastball where he'll put that pressure one way or the other, either with the first finger or the middle finger. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High bounce, second base. Sandberg has to leap, grab, throw, 2 away. Sandberg plays it like he's on carpet every day.
Yes, indeed.
He's just a great athlete. And I'm talking with some of the Philadelphia people before the game, good kid, about what a year he's having. They said, well, sure, it would have been nice if he could have stayed here, but they weren't sure how good he was. So that's why a lot of the credit has to go to Dallas Green for insisting on him. But they said the element of no surprise that does come into it, that's a ball, is that he is such a great natural athlete. So he's been able to put that together with his baseball talent to go along with it, and it's produced this marvelous year.
Well, you know he has talent and ability when you can move around an individual to several positions.
Breaking ball for a strike, 1-1. Big Lee Smith throwing in the bullpen. Because Frazier is due to lead off in the 12th. Shue, the batter, he's been up once. He popped up to second. That was in the 9th inning. Here's the pitch. Swinging, a high pop, out into shallow right center. And look out! Oh boy, Cano was there. I thought Cano was going to run him get run off on that by Denier. They're going to talk about it on the way in.
They both hollered for it, and neither one of them would give in.
Cano made the play. 3 up, 3 down. Frazier has done his job. And we will go to the 12th inning tied at 3. We go to the 12th, and Richie Hebner, who's been active now since the first, will be leading it off. Hebner hitting .347, 2 homers, 8 runs batted in. He can swing the bat, still can't throw well enough to play a position. Let's see when he would have played against this club last. Remember, he was inactive from the 3rd week of July, just before we went on that West Coast trip. Fouled that one back, 1-1. Hebner played against this club last on the 17th of June. He's 4 for 15 against them with a run batted in, so he's .267 against the Phillies, a club he played with at one time. In fact, he hit a home run in the upper deck here. As a Philly, here's the pitch. Swing, bouncer second. Oh, kicked by Samuel, and a routine play.
Boy, oh boy. No ground ball will be hit any easier to him.
Let's see if that can open a gate here. Well, he helped us a couple of other times this year.
Yes, he has, with his defense, or lack of defense.
That's the first error of the game, isn't it?
Yes.
And here we are in the 12th inning. So Bobby Denier, who is 1 for 5. That was a leadoff double to start the game. He hit it right down the left field line. Since in his line to left, bounced to third, struck out swinging, and struck out swinging again. Denier batting, Hebner first base. Squared away to bunt. Bunts it out in front of the plate. The throw will have to go to first base. Samuel covering. So Denier did his job.
It's a nice sacrifice. Now let's bring him in.
1-4 in the sack. Hebner's at second with 1 away, and Sandberg is the hitter. Sandberg has gone hitless today. Second day in a row, because you remember he got stopped yesterday in Atlanta, and that stopped his 15-game hitting streak. So that means that Cano's with 17 is the longest on the club now. So Rhino will try to get him home and break the tie. We're in the 12th inning, 3-3. Rainey Martin working in his second inning, stretches, looks back, delivers to Sandberg. Strike call over the outside corner at the letters. On deck hitter Matthews. You're joining us a little late, and some of you might be on this holiday driving back and catching us on Cubs radio. Saying Matthews homered earlier in the game. Schmidt homered for the Phillies. There's a smash to third. Uh-oh, Hebner pulled a running rock. They're going to turn it on him. Now they're going to run him back towards second, and he will be out. That's a mistake you cannot make.
No, can't make that mistake in a tied-up ball game or a one-run ball game. Hebner knows it. He hasn't been out there very long. I know that.
But he was out there enough times over the 15 years before that he should have known better.
Absolutely. Now,
and he's given himself a dressing down. Nobody knows any more about what he did than Richie Hebner.
That's right.
Well, it comes at a tough time. Goes 6-4. Here's Gary Matthews. Sandberg at first. You're in the 12th inning, throw over. He's got back in time. I don't know how good a move Martin has. Well, he showed you a pretty good one right there.
Yeah, right then and there. And, of course, Sandberg is one Cub that really gets a good lead off first base.
You're in the 12th inning. I might turn him loose.
Absolutely.
Then give Sarge a chance to drive him in. Throw over. Ooh, he almost threw it away. And Oliver, who is not known as a fancy Dan third baseman, you get one in the dirt, he might not be able to handle it.
Might give Matthews one swing for himself for a long ball or an extra base hit.
Matthews asked the umpire to look at that ball after it's been thrown in the dirt over at first base. Fleming looked at it and threw it out, so the old Sarge knew what he was doing.
Oh, yeah, he is control of himself. And
don't let Rainey Martin throw a ball that's got a scuff on it. Sandberg edging, not going. The pitch, high inside a ball. Left-hander Tug McGraw throwing in the Philadelphia pen. The Cub bullpen is quiet at the moment. But you will need somebody ready, because Hebner batted for Frazier, who did his job. Here's the pitch. High fastball, 2-0. Sarge had a notion, held the bat back, took it for ball 2. At Candlestick, Giants are leading Cincy 3-0 in the third. Oh, it's 3-1. They're behind over on that board, aren't they? Throw down and a steal. What about that, Sandberg?
Yes, sir. That's 28 for Ryan.
Against the Phillies, the Cubs have stolen 19 bases, and Sandberg has 5 of them. So now Matthews with a 3-0 count and a runner at second in a tie game with 2 out in the 12th. Strike. Don't hold back now. All right, he's ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a smash to deep short. It goes off the glove. It'll roll into left. Sandberg will score. And there's Rhino in the middle of it again. He was on in a fielder's choice. He stole a base, and Sandberg scores the tie-breaking run.
Well, an infielder cannot let that ball get beyond him, and Garcia give it a little alley-oop, backhanded.
Boy, the Garcia-Olay play right there.
Yes, indeed.
And that got Sandberg home. That is an error on the shortstop. I don't know what took him so long to call it. The second error of the inning.
All right.
Now it's 4-3, Chicago. And it's gotten very cloudy. Here is Durham. Durham is 0 for 5. Drove in a run in the third with a bounce out. Here's the pitch. Smash right at the first baseman, Oliver. He grabbed it. And according to the umpire, it's a line drive. He signaled out the minute he grabbed it. Side retired, but the Cubs break a tie without a hit. 1 run, no hits, 2 errors. Sandberg, a big stolen base. 1 man left. Go to the bottom of the 12th. Got to hang on to it now. Cubs lead the Phillies 4-3.
The voice of the blues. I'm moving you. In your musical car, I'm coming through. In your Jensen speakers, I'm talking true. I'm the sound that moves you. Oh, just my blues get blue as they go. About a mile they never sound so low. When I bring through, they're loud and clear. It's grabbing in your fist cause they come so near. The Jensen speakers never change my tune. They're strong and they're straight. They give me the blues. The saying and thinking for crying out loud. Shaking out the cobwebs, shaking up the crowd. Yes, when it's the sound that moves you. Oh, yeah. Listen to your blues on Jensen speakers. They now fit more cars, more places than ever. Jensen, when it's the sound that moves you.
Hello again, everybody. This is Harry Carey. This fall, surround yourself with color by beautifying your home with quality True Test paints. Now value price during fall paint savings at True Value Hardware Store. Get True Test Weatherall flat acrylic latex house paint for only $10.98 a gallon. Or choose True Test Woodsman solid color latex stain for only $9.98 a gallon until September the 9th at participating True Value Hardware stores.
All right, in the bottom of the 12th, we got a new left fielder. It's Davey Lopes. That's his inaugural as a Cub, and Lee Smith, the new pitcher.
Smith has won 9, lost 5. His earned run average is 3.45. This is his 59th appearance. He has 28 saves. He's pitched 86 innings, allowed 81 hits, 33 runs. 6 home runs have been hit off of his servings. He's walked 30 while striking out 68, and right now he can save the game for Frazier, who did an outstanding job in relief.
Well, the Cleveland connection gave you 11 great innings today, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Here is Oliver, 1 for 4. Lee Smith has faced the Phillies 5 times this year. 1 win, 1 loss, 2 saves. His first pitch to Oliver is a strike call with a blazing fastball. He saved 1 for Sutcliffe. He saved 1 for Eckersley. He lost the game here 3-2 when Schmidt hit a 2-run homer off of him in the 8th inning. He won't have to worry about that here today. No way of knowing. We talked about the fact that they ran for Schmidt after he walked in the 7th. They might have done it to protect him. He's had a hamstring the last 10 days. Here's the pitch to Oliver. Swing and a smash foul down the first base side.
Yeah, but I was happy to see him out of the lineup. He would have had 2 more ABs.
Yeah, Shue batted in the 9th and the 11th and popped up and flied out. We are now in the bottom of the 12th as the Cubs try to keep their extra inning record on the right side. They have won 8 out of 10 coming into this one, while the Phillies have played 11, winning 3, losing 8. Cubs leading 4-3, 12th inning. Oliver batting. Rich Garcia will be the next hitter. Swing and a miss. He's gone. Good try. So Smith opens up with a strikeout, and that is the 18th Philly to strike out in this game. That'll bring up Garcia. Kiko Garcia. Garcia came on in the 11th to play short. Russell, the right fielder, due up next. Pitch to Garcia, low outside of ball. Garcia hitting .241, no homers, 5 runs batted in. It's gotten very dark here. Come on, Big Lee. End this thing so they can put the tarp on. Here's the pitch to Garcia. Foul down the first base side. 2 strikes on Garcia. We've seen Garcia defensively. We haven't seen him bat much. He's only batted twice against the Cubs all year, and he's 0 for 2. I knew I'd find it somewhere.
You had it.
No balls, 2 strikes. Smith ready. Pitch on the way to Kiko. Swing, bouncer. Shortstop Verizon. Convenient hop by second. Fires 2 away in the 12th.
All right, we're looking for this one more.
That'll bring up the right fielder, Russell, and don't make a mistake with him, big guy. He can take you downtown. They're counting on him to become a power hitter on this club. And Durham's going to come in and talk to Smith. Russell has struck out, lined out, struck out, and struck out again. Sutcliffe got him twice. Frazier got him once. Sutcliffe struck out, a new record for him, 18. 18 Phillies have struck out altogether. 2 for Frazier, 1 for Smith. Here's the pitch. Low outside with a slider, ball 1. Ever I'll be on with the scoreboard right after the game is over. And there should be some time for Bobby Collins. Why, sure there will be on the flag station. Strike called over the outside corner at the knees. Yes, after the scoreboard on our flag station in Chicago, WGN, Bobby Collins will take you up to 6:30. Then it'll be Brickhouse and Davis on Sports Central. Swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. It's 1-2. San Francisco leading Cincy 3-1 in the 4th. Here the Cubs an out away from winning a big, big game. Down low a ball. And what a game it would be to come back and get after having a 3-run lead and seeing it go into a tie, take you into extra innings, then have a chance to win it. Right now they are leading by a run. Big Lee Smith pumps it up there. Swing and a miss. The ball game is over. Lee Smith got him 3 up, 3 down. That's the 19th Philly to strike out in this game. Boy, that ought to take some of the sting out of the Phillies because they battle back only to lose it in extra innings.
And give the Cubs a little incentive. Great battling by the Cubs.
And Big Lee Smith picks up another save.
Yes, indeed. 29.
All right, the final score in 12 innings, the Chicago Cubs 4, the Philadelphia Phillies 3.
The celebration may be over, but the fireworks are just beginning.